Hello everyone, and welcome to a very special stream. Lately, one of my favorite things on stream has been by far having the chance to teach the board game of Go, to introduce it to new players, to bring new people into the game. And out of all of those opportunities, today I have a really special one. I'm joined by two amazing VTubers, two people that I absolutely admire and adore. So please introduce yourself, and let's start with the sock puppet on my right, Mr. Almantas.
Hello, everyone. My name is Almantas VT. I am a former professor of sociology, a current old man, and even more currently, a sock.
Yes. And you want to add anything else, or that's
that's everything that people know about me. That's the only things that are true about me. It is absolutely not true that I have any other things that I do. I stream over on. There's obviously a link to my channel there.
Yeah.
I mostly stream calligraphy. Sometimes I play some old games, a lot of strategy games. And me and Nando have collabed together quite a few times. Mostly either talking about books or talking about Age of Empires. Because I am a big goddamn nerd.
Yes, and you going through stats throughout history, you were the second VTuber I ever collabed with. I have the stats.
Excellent. I think you are still the first flesh tuber. The only flesh tuber I have ever collabed with, and now you're not you promoted into VTubing. So
yes,
I don't know if that downgrades. I don't know if that's retroactive.
No, it is an upgrade, but I mean, we are dangerous. We can go non-stop yap right now, but I want to introduce my other guest who is here on my left. Yes, that's the left. On my left side, please introduce yourself, Miss Inari Reiju.
Hello, my name is Inari Reiju and the Fox Guardian Spirit, sometimes called a demon, sometimes called a gremlin for reasons. I don't know. I'm a variety streamer that does a lot of different things, a lot of different voices, and I'm here to cause chaos to these two.
And Go can become chaotic very quickly. But first of all, let me thank you so much, both of you, to be here. We wanted to do this before, but scheduling... Who would have guessed that scheduling across 3 time zones that are spread out throughout the whole globe would be complicated?
Not just, yeah, I was gonna say, it's not just 3 different time zones. It's 3 extremely different time zones.
It's so true.
Almost any 2 of these time zones is a challenge.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it's probably, if I have my time zones correctly, it's good morning, Miss Reiju, good morning, good afternoon, Almantas, and good evening, myself.
It is 7 p.m. for me, so we are well past the afternoon over here.
Okay. And by the way, Inari, I'm going all over the place with Inari because of the GTA RP. What name should I call you? That's something important.
Inari. Please call me by Inari.
Okay,
Not Ari.
Not
Inari.
Ari, just Inari. Yes, not Ari.
Ari is my in-game in VTRP name, but
Yeah.
I am Inari.
Yeah, but like it's not just a name, it's the title of Miss Inari in the game. And I'm like, my brain is so brain rotten by the roleplay. I'm sorry.
You just call me Miss Ari, and I'm like, yes? Oh, sorry. Yes?
Yes.
Ari speaking?
Yes, because we also have here an interesting mix of cultures, because you do speak Japanese quite well, if I am correct.
Japanese quite well.
I know.
That's one way to describe. Yeah, that's one way to say that. Yes.
Yes.
Speak Japanese very well. Nihongo. I got Nihongo Jozu even though I'm actually Japanese.
Okay, I have a fun story about that, because I've had a lot of people come up to me and they say that, okay, your Portuguese is actually quite good, but where are you from? In Portugal. People ask me that, and I'm like, I'm Portuguese. I like.
Oh my god.
My family, we have like the family tree history. It's like, it goes back always Portugal, and no one thinks I'm Portuguese. In Portugal, everyone thinks they think I'm Dutch or Swedish or something. I'm not that tall.
That's actually funny.
Yeah, and when I travel to the Netherlands, people come up to me and they start speaking fluent Dutch. They think I'm a local, and I'm like, I understand nothing of what you are saying. I'm sorry.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
You look like one of them. Oh no.
Yeah.
But, and we had a fun little conversation about that, where you were saying that Dutch is just like a nightmare language for you.
I had last Friday a karaoke where I sang in 12 languages. Dutch was by far the worst. Dutch, I cannot.
And this is for one thing, this is not the first time I've heard somebody say that Dutch is like the hardest language for them to learn. I've like people who learn like many languages. I'm talking like people with like 10, 20, 30 languages under their belts. But for American English speakers, like I had a summer where my main drinking buddy was a Dutch guy. Which was a mistake because he was a much heavier drinker than I was. I was very hungover very many times in a row. But like I could understand him. Like from like an American English speaker, it's like Dutch just like I can pick up the gist of Dutch like shockingly fast. It is much easier for me to understand what people are trying to say in Dutch than, you know, French, for example, a language where I technically speaking know way more of. But like.
Tu ne parles français? Oh, je suis désolé, mon ami.
No, it's just that as when you're an academic, you get exposed to a lot of French because it's a prestige language, right? Yeah. It's a prestige language, so people just leave untranslated French in and just expect you to just know it. And I call them assholes for doing that. But yeah, no. I honestly, this was one of the best parts of that movie, Django Unchained from years ago, where they describe Leonardo DiCaprio's character as a Francophile, and Christoph Waltz's character starts speaking in French, and then the guy who's giving them like the introduction was like, "Oh no, do not speak French around him. He's really insecure about the fact that he doesn't speak any French." And it's like, that is incredibly American. That is extremely American.
No, but yes. And do you wanna hop into the Go now. I think we're getting well warmed up, and if you're ready,
I think so. You said you wanted to teach us the rules.
yes, start with a short presentation, teach both you and the audience, those of you who never got into Go, teach you the basics. Oh, there was one slide that I wanted to move around, but alas, it's too late. But yes, I want to teach you the basics of Go. And first question that I need to ask you is, how much do you know about Go? How did you first learn about the game? How much have you been exposed to the game? How did you first heard about it? We introduced Almantas first. Inari, you can go first this time.
Well, I'm Japanese, so
I was expecting that answer. Yes.
I've lived in Japan like half my life, so I have seen Go being played. Like TV, NHK TV. They have like, this is like the Go thing. This is what they're playing. Like the shogi thing. Sometimes they have like competitions. So I'm just like watching TV. Have no clue what's going on. Have no clue what's going on still. So I have zero knowledge on Go. I've just seen it.
Okay. So yeah, just a passing viewer, but no actual game knowledge. You see white stones, you see black stones, you recognize the board, but you have no idea about the rules and the flow.
Oh, not at all.
Okay.
Nope. So this is gonna be interesting.
Okay. And you, Almantas?
I don't know. When you ask like how were you first exposed to it, like that's a more interesting question for an American, where that's not something you grew up with by default. But I actually don't really know when I first would have encountered Go, because I did take Japanese in school a long time ago, and probably through there, because this is a pretty old school language education, so that meant that we got introduced to cultural elements as well, not just like how to speak, but we also got some cultural lessons, and probably one of those cultural lessons included Go. So I know like what capturing a piece is.
Okay.
That's I know that like in Japanese Go, there's like a rule about preventing you from repeating moves.
Yes.
Infinitely. And I understand that it's about holding territory, not about capturing pieces, but I actually also like Prototype Shogun. I actually do not understand how you're supposed to mark up points. I find it quite confusing. So I have a very crude understanding of the rules and minimal understanding of the strategy is what I would say. Also, I find it very funny that I thought about lying and being like, oh, I know nothing, but you have caught me on your Go streams chatting with you about your strategy. So clearly I would not get away with that.
Almantas was sweating like, okay, I'm going to have a collab with Inari. I have to win. Let me hop onto TheNando streams and study the game.
What the heck? What is wrong with you?
Hey, I was nice this time. Nando is correct in reading me as the type of person who plans way too hard for collabs.
I know.
He is correct in that. I
know.
Did hold back this time. I did just. I actually really didn't do anything. I was just like, okay, I need to make sure that I've got the time blocked out. That's all I did.
Yeah, I was expecting you to.
I'm watching you.
I start each the game and you're like, actually, I read this book on Go and your theory is incorrect, Nando, because what you're
Wow.
The thing that really stops me from doing that is that if I really want to spend the time really learning the VTuber game that needs lots of theory, it would be Mahjong.
Yeah.
And Mahjong just kind of makes me go cross-eyed, and I clearly haven't done anything with it, so...
Yeah.
Oh, God. Mahjong. I was taught Mahjong one of the days on my stream by my friend Yusha-kun. I was still lost. I was like, what?
There's too many hands to remember. There's too many hands to remember. That's
what is this?
I can't remember.
What's
Pong? Okay, I've played a lot of Mahjong as well, and funnily enough, I am friends with the Mahjong Portuguese Association, and they have a lot of issues in scheduling stuff because Mahjong has gambling and luck. Go doesn't, and that makes us so much easier to have laws and things supporting us, at least in Portugal.
Yeah.
It makes logistics it's so much easier with Go because we are pure strategy.
The first use of the word gamer, little etymology lesson here. The first use of the word gamer is from the 1600s, and it was in gambling legislation.
Wow.
So,
wow.
Mahjong is basically Chinese poker. That's what it actually
yeah.
Like it may look like it's something else, but it is functionally poker. It is about constructing hands and is about guessing what other people's hands are so that you bet accordingly.
Yeah.
That's what Mahjong actually is. It doesn't look like poker, but it is poker.
I agree.
Yeah. It has way more hands though. It's way more hands. It really throws me.
But okay, yeah, in this presentation, I will start explaining some basic rules, then we will hop onto the game, because I feel like if we go more into other slides before playing, it starts to get too much information. So I prefer to start slow, talk over the basic rules. I will go really slowly, because I feel like one of the most important things in Go is to have good foundations of the knowledge. Then we'll play a few games, and then I can give you a little bit about the history, Go-in culture, and some... I see advanced rules could be more like strategical tips and things like that. But yeah, we'll go slow and steady. Any questions you may have, just raise your hand, even though none of us have hand. Okay, I do have. But yeah, just...
Inari's got a hand.
Yeah, you are a hand, Almantas.
I am a hand, but Inari has a hand.
Ah.
You got a hand. It's just kind of blocked. Yeah. Your model has a hand.
Don't make me pull out the actual.
Oh, I just remembered. Oh, yeah. Don't pull out the hand. Yes. Let's keep things peaceful. Gentlemen, let's keep our fights over on the board, please.
Okay.
Behave. If you all behave, I'll give you a candy at the end of this.
Yay, candy!
Yeah, and this is what a finished Go game looks like. This is actually... Yeah, this is actually like super advanced stuff. This is one of the best games played in history. Like, this is what pros play. And after the lesson...
Oh my god.
Like, right now, look at this, is insanely intimidating. After the lesson, you'll look at this and you'll be like, okay, they are impressive, but this is not that complicated. Because Go is way easier than Mahjong. It's so easy to understand the game. It's one of the easiest rule sets. And this is a fun tad bit of trivia I want to show everyone. If you look at this image... but if you look at this image, does it remind you of anything?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
And
That's good,
this is the origin of the QR code. The QR code was invented because of the Go board game. It was someone looking at the board and they had the idea.
Really?
Yes! It comes from QR codes. Every time you use a QR code, you are doing a Go reference.
That's actually funny. Oh my god.
Yeah, if you don't take anything away from the stream, at least now you have a fact to surprise everyone. That QR codes comes from a game that is like 4,000 years old. Yes, and going on, I won't go too deep into the story right now, but Go is the longest game in human history that was played continuously. There are older games than Go, but there are things that people stopped playing, then they were rediscovered by archaeologists. Go was created around 4,000 years ago, and people have been playing it non-stop. It was growing in popularity. You have the first written records. You had national tournaments in ancient China, then in Korea and Japan. So it is a game with a lot of history and cultural impact. So much so that in ancient China, to be considered a complete scholar, Go, which in Chinese is known as Weiqi, is one of the obligatory disciplines you had to master. You needed to play Go to become considered a scholar. So that's how important this board game was. I was like, let me go start to see if they want to add anything or any questions. So far, so good.
No.
I don't want to quibble about dates on backgammon, for example. But yeah, no, it's super cool. It's super cool that it's this one of these things that we've had going for so incredibly long, and it's one of those. You could get me going about the history of these kinds of things and blah,
Oh,
blah,
definitely.
blah, but I don't think we need to get into like comparanda with knighthood and stuff
No.
like that.
No.
But what's the name? I'm missing the name. The three establishers of Japan: Oda Nobunaga, Tokugawa Ieyasu, and Hideyoshi. They all were connected by the same Go teacher, by the way. That's another fun history fact.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Did not know that.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's in one of
that.
the future slides, but I'm doing foreshadowing because that's cool and I want to impress you. Okay, this is an important slide for a lot of people. It's that Go is not Hotel or Reverse, and Go is not Gomoku. Gomoku is kind of very popular in the VTuber scene, and it is played on a Go board, but it is just Connect 5. If you open a stream, you may think they are playing Go. There's a lot of VTubers playing Gomoku. Almost no VTubers play Go, which is sad. And
well, it's a simpler game, right? It's more obvious what's happening. There was actually a very funny thing. This is actually a fun little piece of movie trivia. If you know the movie Knives Out.
I know of it, I haven't watched it.
Knives Out is it's worth knowing because from an Almantas perspective, because that is fundamentally the pitch of my character design. Is Uncle Iroh dressed for Knives Out?
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. But in Knives Out, there's a scene in the start of the game where it appears that two of the characters are playing Go. They don't say what they're playing. They just whip out a Go board and start putting down stones. And then they make a bunch of illegal moves. They're playing Gomoku. That's why.
Yeah. Complete.
So
visually it looks the same, but completely different game. And Go is traditionally played in this big 19x19 board. This is, you go to a tournament. When you talk about Go in general, you're talking about this board. However, every single player that is getting started starts on a smaller board. The rules are the same. The game is the exact same. It's just faster. And you grasp a lot of the basics way quicker. Because if I set you on a board like this and hop onto the game, you'll just be intimidated. A lot of players play like their first 20, 30, depends on the player, games on the smaller 9x9 board. This is where we will be starting. The rules are the exact same, the board is just smaller. Understood?
all right.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. How do you play Go? This is just the basic flow of the game. Each player is a color. Usually it's black and white, but you can be blue or red or something. You place stones down in the intersections. You don't place them inside the squares. The player with the black stones is always the first one. Black stones always start. And one move is placing down a stone. You place a stone, it's your opponent's turn. They place a stone, it's your turn. And you never have any move that's like, oh, I'm going to move this stone to that spot. No, you place a stone, they're there. You don't move stones. All you do is place stones one turn at a time. You place them with the intent of gaining points. Whoever has most points win. And then we'll go on to how to gain points. But so far, game flow should be clear for both of you, right?
Yes.
If you don't like to say, I don't understand, it is way too confusing, I would be worried now.
We understand.
Understando. Hi. Daijoubu desu. Let's go. Okay. There are two ways to score in Go. The first and main way, this is the most important concept of Go, is conquering territory. Go should be regarded as a strategy game where we are fighting over a battlefield. The battlefield is the board, and you want to conquer as much of the battlefield as you want. How do we conquer space? By surrounding it. This is an example of moves being played by the black and white player, and once they surround a region of the board, that becomes their territory. Each point that they have surrounded, each line is 1 point, one territory is 1 point. The walls aren't points. If you place stones inside your own territory, those aren't points. It's just empty spaces that you have surrounded. That's your territory. Each territory is 1 point. Understood?
That makes sense. Yeah.
Understood. Yes.
And this is half of the game. You already know half of the rules of the game. I told you it was an easy game. The second concept is capturing stones. That's your second way of gaining points. Stones have what we call a liberty. the liberties is how much freedom the stone has. How much free spaces are surrounding the stone. And you can see that the stone in the absolute corner only has 2 liberties, marked by the triangle. The one on the bottom has 3, and the center one has 4. Diagonals don't count. Liberties are just top, bottom, left, right. It's just the horizontals and verticals. When one stone loses all liberties, which means that the opposing player, surrounds that stone gets captured. It becomes a prisoner. It is when it reaches 0 liberties, it removes the board. It's the only circumstance where we move a stone that has been placed before is to remove it. It has no liberty. It is a prisoner now. And thank you so much for the follow. And makes sense so far?
Mhm.
Yep.
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 Okay. If you have a group of stones connected once again horizontally or vertically, they share all their liberties. In Go, there is the concept of unity is strength, and also divide and conquer. You want to keep your stones united and separate your opponent's stones. There is just one drawback to this. If you have a whole bunch of stones and they all get surrounded, even though they share liberties, they will also share their demise. So here, in this hypothetical scenario, once the black stones reach 0 liberties, they are all captured. So groups of stones can be captured at once. It doesn't have to be an individual stone. Yeah, this is an example now of a Go game being placed start to finish without any captures. This could be a game that you played. This is 100% valid. The game would end when both players pass, and I will get more into that in a bit now. You would count the score, and in this circumstance, black has 6 points, white has 27 points, and this is just black's victory. And this is a complete game of Go, played from start to finish. It was not that complicated.
Yep, very simple.
How does the game end? We reach this point where half of the territory is for black and half of the territory is for white. But it is only that way because we agreed. Like, why isn't the right part of the board white? If white places a stone there, white can live. There's no illegality of placing stones in your opponent's territory. And thank you so much for the raid, Primo. I'm mid-explanation, but thank you. He was collabing with me earlier on Dark Souls. But...
Ah. Hello, Raiders!
Hello, Raiders. Thank you very much.
Raiders.
Follow these two. They are naming the title. Click them, follow them, support them. They are great. But yeah.
Go follow Almantas. Yes.
And Inari. Yes. The two players reach a point where they agree, okay, this is mine, this is yours, the game is over, we both pass. But they could have kept playing, and I will explain that later on. This is just another example of how to count score. Basically, each empty spot is 1 point that you gain. And okay, there's only 2 types of illegal moves in Go. We are almost done with the rules, then I want to set you off to your first games. The first illegal move in Go is that you cannot auto-capture. You cannot destroy your own stones. If you play a move where you would have 0 liberties, you cannot do it. You cannot destroy your own group of stones. So in this situation, I have marked with an X all moves that are illegal for white. And now I want you to look a little bit at this image and see if you find any questions you have about this image, about why certain moves are illegal or legal, or if they all make sense.
Yes.
Okay, I can understand why.
Okay.
It's the territory thing, and that's the reason why you can't go in there, I guess, depending on...
Yeah, the white.
Okay.
If the white plays there, they get 0 liberties. There is one interesting spot here, which is J1 on the bottom right corner. This is not an illegal move.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is an interesting situation because here, white is playing and it's destroying their own stones, they all get removed, here it happens. And here it is funny, because if white plays here, black can play here and destroy white, so white is losing the exchange, but it is legal. Here, however, white can play as they want. And why? Go has a concept that I like to describe as attacker's advantage. Since white was the one playing here, even though this stone has no liberties, the black stones also have no liberties. Since white was the one playing, white is the one killing. So that is a legal move.
Oh, wow, okay.
The only circumstance where you can place a stone with 0 liberties is when you are killing something. You have attacker's advantage. That is not an auto capture, that is an attack. So far, everything is being clear? Okay. I don't...
That makes sense to me.
Okay, and
I'll say that.
For example, that center move would be illegal for white until white feels all other liberties. Now, since it is attacking, it becomes legal. This is another example of this nuance. Before all outside liberties are filled, that is a illegal move. After they are filled, since it is the capturing move, it is the move that... it is a legal move now. So you can play inside your opponent's territory to destroy them. Because certain moves are illegal, you can use that to your advantage to become indestructible. For example, this group here on the right side of black stones has 2 liberties. This one on J9 and this one on J7. But white cannot play here because that's an illegal move. If white plays here, white is not capturing anything and the stone just gets removed. If white plays here, white is not capturing anything and the stone just gets removed. So these stones are absolutely immortal at the current state, and white cannot do anything to destroy them. Because any move that white can try to make to attack this group is illegal.
Mm.
Yeah.
And that is why we often talk about having empty territory. Empty territory is strength, because if there was a black stone on J7, this group loses a liberty, only has a liberty on J9, and now white could play here and destroy the group. So if black plays here, black destroys their own group. White cannot attack this, but black can misplay and destroy their own moves. Empty space inside your stones, inside your walls, is good. This was a little bit more complex, but clear?
That makes sense to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Inari? 大丈夫ですか?
Clear.
はいはい。
大丈夫です。
あー、すごいすごい。
大丈夫です。
天才だ。
いやいやいやいや。No, no, 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 no.
No, no, no. Okay, and now this is the only other illegal move, and this is a very funny one, because it is the rule of Go. And why does the rule of Go exist? Because this can happen. No, this cannot happen because of the rule, but this could happen. Without any other rule, this would be legal moves, and we would be staying here infinitely.
Right.
Yeah, this would be like, okay, the game. So the rule of Go is that the board position cannot be repeated. However, we can progress from this situation by playing elsewhere. For example, if white captures, black can take back. But now, since the board has changed, black can capture. And you do what's called Go threats intermediary moves, because the board is not repeating. You just cannot play there immediately after. If there's a move in between, then it is absolutely okay. This is one that will become way more clear when you are gaming. But I just wanted to tell you that you cannot repeat the board.
Yep, no loops.
No loops.
No looping.
Yeah, no loops.
And yeah, this is just me showing you the flow of a big game. This is not what you are going to what you are going to be playing. Do not worry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and we have a raid on YouTube. We have Corbett, who I was just teaching Go the other day.
Hey, Corbett.
Corbett over on YouTube. Thank you so much for the raid. Corbett, by the way, I don't want to put pressure on you two. I've taught Go to over 500 people. out of those 500, Corbett is the one that I've thought with the best talent for the game. He doesn't believe it. He thinks I'm just buttering him up. But of all the...
Damn!
It makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. Knowing Corbett, that makes sense to me.
His insight for the game was really, really good. But yes, I'm TheNando, I'm Welcome Raiders, I'm a strategist VTuber. I'm teaching Go today to two fellow VTubers who are amazing. Here on my right is Inari Reiju, and on my left it is Almantas, and we're having a good time with the game of Go. And another raid. You're doomed. We are getting another raid.
Another raid.
Clausius, thank you so much. And now it is the time. I have the checkpoint. Now it is the time where we can hop onto a few games if you're ready for the action.
Alright. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We can do this.
And I'm not expecting you to play perfectly. I'm not expecting you to play superb games. This will be your introduction to the game. I just want you to start learning the game flow, and then we can return to the slides. You can ask me any questions. I've been talking a lot as well because teacher talk, and I also want to give you the opportunity to face the game and to shine. And thank you so much, Corbett. Do not worry. Feel free to raid and leave. Thank you so much for bringing over your fans. It is great having everyone here. I was just saying that you were the best student in Go I ever had. No pressure.
No pressure to us. My God, no pressure to me because Almantas knows a little bit more than I do. Stairs.
Okay, and I see that you have the match ready.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We've already enacted a devious plan.
Oh,
that you'll understand when we get to the match when you bring it up.
Hold on, I'm already. Oh, wrong button. Let me just go to the battle. And Almantas is white. The overlay is correct from the get-go. And let's go. I'm ready.
Okay. You're not displaying it there, but I have enacted a devious plan that's I'm sure that you might be able to tell.
I don't like this. Do I start already? Is that okay?
You can. But since we've
okay.
been in the lobby for 45 minutes, Inari's down 45 minutes on her time.
Oh, true. Inari only has 3 out. Oh, but for the first move, it doesn't count Almantas.
Fair enough. Okay, yeah, no, I've been derailed.
She just reset to 4 hours time. Yes, I'm not showing the time these two have.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Reset it.
Now this is the tense moment. I never know when to speak because I don't want to distract you, but I also don't want to be quiet for amazing audience. Go, I can tell you, because I know the psychology of approaching the board for the first time, it can be very intimidating because unlike other games where you start with the game set and you're developing from there, you start with an empty board. We start with nothing. It's so hard to know what to do in Go. And I will review the game after. Do not worry. Oh, I can mute myself on Discord and talk to the audience. I'm very interested to see how this will go. Oh, when I go this, my Windows stops recording.
It's going well beyond motive. I'm just thinking very hard.
Yeah. I'm also
because Inari is very smart. I am very intimidated by her. So.
What? No. What? No! Don't put pressure on me. What the fuck?
That's the goal.
Inari is somebody who I look up to and admire a lot.
No, don't say that.
So and has been a dear friend for a long time, and so I don't want to look like a fool around her.
I like how
That's scary.
We are playing a bloodthirsty intensive game of Go, but the 3 of us are like super chill. Like, oh, I appreciate Almantas so much. Almantas is such a good friend of mine. One of the streamers I look up to the most.
Well, I mean, it's important
true,
for me to like say these things in no small part because like I'm actually like horribly sweaty at like almost all games. It's a terrible habit of mine. It's because like completely out of proportion to my actual skill. I am playing, you know, Apex or Marvel Rivals, and I'm like, okay, here's like optimal team comps. I did all this research on like good locations, blah blah blah. And then I'm like in bronze. And it's completely disproportionate.
It happens.
Completely disproportionate to my observable skills.
And-
right? Like
I like how, in contrast, I'm actually like, I tend to be good at video games in general, and I'm kind of decent at Go. I've been to Korea representing Portugal in World Championships. I've been to Canada.
That's awesome.
So I'm kind of decent at this game. Yeah, I forgot to introduce that. I'm actually...
I did know.
That's a very important thing to say.
Hello? Nando is I forget the rank in Go, but I remember that the adjusted rank is around 1700 elo.
Yeah, I'm in Japanese rating, I would be a 2-dan in the equivalent.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh my god!
Yes, I do know this game quite a bit. I forgot to introduce that fact.
Oh no, I knew that. I knew that coming into this. That like Nando is like, in terms of like within Portugal specifically, because I remember a fact about your Age of Empires ranking. Within Portugal specifically, how highly ranked are you?
Okay,
not rated, but ranked.
Probably top 5, because there's a lot of up and coming great players.
Okay, because I remember you saying you were top 4 in Age of Empires 2.
Yes, at one point I was.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he's pretty good at video games, which again, very funny to contrast with me, a person who's like firmly bronze at almost every game I've played, other than every non-auto battler I play. I'm like bronze ranked, maybe silver.
What the fuck?
And I like how the thing is, because you're a sweaty gamer and you're bronze, I'm the least sweaty gamer out. When I'm streaming, I'm like commenting the game. Oh yeah, I just lost. Yeah, who cares? I'm like super calm.
Good Lord.
And then, oh, and chat is building you up, saying that Inari is the inventor of sliced bread, just too humble to brag about it. Inari is also a great voice actress, and
what the heck?
I admire Inari quite a lot. I've been one of the people I've been most grateful to get to know in VTubing. And so when Nando proposed this, right? Nando did this with like a whole bunch of different people, right?
Yes.
And the thing that I remember was Inari couldn't make it because of a scheduling issue. And and Nando came to me and was like, "Hey, so Inari couldn't make it, so like I'll try to match up with somebody else." And I immediately said, "Absolutely not."
Yeah,
absolutely not.
Yeah, I confirm.
Oh, you did not say that.
It
said it is more important to me to get to play with Inari than it is to play Go in particular.
I can 100% confirm the veracity of that statement.
So sweet.
And Quarmity is saying, yeah, Inari, you saved 17 orphans from a burning building.
What is going on? What? I'm getting so distracted.
That's the strategy. That's the sweaty gamer mode.
That is not me being the sweaty gamer mode. I'm very bad at deception. I'm just I am very
You're
no
doing
poker
great.
face. Gotta have the sock puppet. Otherwise no poker face at all.
You're doing great. I'll tell you that. You're doing great.
We're gonna let Nando do the analysis afterwards, but I have thoughts. But this is why I don't talk about my thoughts too much while I'm playing, is because I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna give things away. I
mean, you're doing fine.
I think I am. I think I am on course for winning this game pretty convincingly.
I like how you tried your best to be humble in saying that.
I like to be. It's something that I've been working on, right? All of us have our things that we're working on, and I try to not do too much false humility, because there's a point where it just annoys the shit out of people. There's a point where people just get mad at me. So I mean, we can look at the boards. I look at the boards. It looks to me like I am in a strong board position.
Yes,
he is.
And I am glad that I'm glad that I can see that, but I'm glad that the fact that both of you are aware of that is important at this state of learning. And oh yeah, and by the way, that's something I often don't brag about, but it is true. I am definitely the most humble of all VTubers in the world. Like, I'm so humble. Never brag about my accomplishments ever. Yeah, the database fell on. Yeah, and the database is so wonky because there are players who never show up to tournaments and things like that. It depends on how you count. It's always a weird thing to say what's your level niche. I do say, okay, I'm not the best player in Portugal. Right now, I am the #1 promoter of Go in Portugal. I am very confident of that. And Corbis, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. Thank you.
Heck yeah.
Follower number 250. Yes, I multi-stream. I'm everywhere. Nando taking over the streaming sphere.
Oh, that's... Yeah, there you got me. You got me there pretty good.
No worries, Corbit. No worries. Multi-stream. I mean, do I follow you on... Oh, I do. Okay. Yeah, I do understand for multi-streamers it can get tricky.
Alice, quite the strategy going on here. I think I'm doing well, Noir.
And remember that both of you, whenever you feel like it, you can just pass. It is a valid game move like any other.
That's what I thought was gonna happen.
Yeah, you were invincible until you did that.
No. Okay, I will explain that later on. Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That I will explain that later on. That actually had some tricky things going on. This will be a good game
Noir.
to explain concepts.
Good.
Pass.
Your opponent has passed. I'll take the pass right now, and we'll see what's going on.
Yeah.
Here. I have a thought about what I could have done to drive my score up.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, I thought those two were dead.
And White won. I think Almantas won by 23.5 points. Let me just say that. And you can see that.
Yeah, you did.
Sometimes it's not that clear with the board states. Here you can see that there's kind of like a horizontal border, and that the white area is bigger than the black area.
I think if I am just let's work backwards on like thoughts here. I think I probably could have driven up my score a little bit by starting to attack behind her line, and by forcing her to fill in. But I think that'd be like pretty. It would have forced some things, but I don't think I would have been able to force any like major turnovers. Just some. Okay. A few points of her down.
Okay, that's very interesting, and that's why I wanted the game now to explain more concepts. If you hop over to my stream now, I'll be editing over your game.
I'm looking at our.
I'm looking.
Because what would happen if you place inside of Inari stones? Right now you are winning. I don't think the computer will tell me the exact amount. You are winning, let's say 10 points. You play this, and this is considered one of your dead stones. So you would
Yeah,
be
okay.
giving 1 point to Inari if Inari did not reply.
Mhm.
Because this, each territory is 1 point, each capture is 1 point. This would be removed from the board as a capture. So instead of this point being worth 1 point for Inari, it would have been worth 2 points. However,
Okay. Mhm.
if you kept going, Inari would have to reply.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought was like I could have forced a kind of like second state of the game that would chew up some of her emptiness.
Yeah, so the thing is,
I'd lose most of the stones, but yeah.
if this is like, okay, this area I can count it. Okay, this is 20 points.
Mhm.
Now this is 21 points. Now Inari
Mhm.
plays here. She filled in one spot of her territory, so this is 20 points. So this is 20 points. This is also 20 points. So often a lot of these moves do not change the board at all. And then if this is worth the exact same amount of points, because if we count it, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16 plus 4 captures. So it is still 20 points. So often these kind of moves, if both players are playing, don't change the board at all.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, so that's good to know. That's good to know because I wasn't I was never quite sure about that. I thought that because again, like it's the scoring part is the part that confuses me.
Yes, no, and
okay.
I don't want you to master every single concept of the game like instantly. We are taking steps, developing your knowledge. So this was a solid start, especially because you kept adding strings to your stone. There is a good rule of thumb for starting Go, which is that defending is harder, but more important than attacking, and this was a good move. This stone only has one liberty. When a stone only has one liberty, which is this one, you often seek to connect. You played here. This was the correct move. Here you played some moves here. For example, here you failed on that previous concept but weren't punished because this stone
should have been captured.
Only has one liberty. You are forced to defend. By playing this, Inari can capture and Go, especially in the 9x9 board, can snowball so quickly. Because now Almantas has to defend something. I'm just playing some random, and then you can start punishing these stones. So just one capture here can start snowballing so fast.
I did feel that I did feel like that was a bit of a blunder on my part. Yeah, I did feel that one.
And here it is the same way. It is good to defend and connect, but this stone, we call this state Atari, and that's where the Atari company name comes from. When a stone is one move away from being captured, that stone is called as being in Atari, and when one of your stones is in Atari, of course you could have taken, but you have to defend it. Here the best defense would be an attack, but if you're not attacking, you need to defend the Atari. And here, Almantas did defend the Atari, but here didn't punish. Here, this is just going on the offensive. What does Atari translate to? Being one move away from capture. It's basically the name of the situation. I don't know.
I believe it's the kanji for to hit, right? For like the is that one, right? That Atari?
Probably. I'm not the Japanese one here.
Well, there's like
I
18
would not know because Atari's in English. So
yeah. I mean for the concept of in Go. I think it's this
Atari.
多分
そうじゃないかな? 多分当たり多分そうじゃない?
I'm mostly just assuming it's related to the linguistic concept of
most Go terminology internationally we use Japanese terms.
Japanese has a lot of homophones, but has a lot less than Chinese. So
yeah,
and here this is why Atari's game started snowballing negatives, that this group is almost captured. Like Atari plays here, for if Almantas doesn't attack, and this could have all been taken. However, the thing about Go is that the stones that you use to attack, you need to defend them as well. And even though this group is getting surrounded, along the way, there's so many Ataris that are opened that you cannot afford to attack. You cannot attack with weak stones, and yeah, you defended. This was the good move. Oh, and it is that kanji, Almantas.
Yeah.
Okay. Then
Yeah, that's the kanji that's used for I forget the full Japanese for it is when they choose like kanji for another country or a noun from another language, and they just choose it based on the sound.
Katakana.
Like the sound. No, not katakana. When they choose like kanji that have like,
yeah. Sorry.
That matches the sounds.
Okay.
So like country names frequently have that. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but here now this is the right sequence that you're doing. You're defending your Atari stones and building a border. The problem was from the previous sequence, Go is a lot about dividing and conquer. And if you look at the stones here, after this state, after Almantas, this stone is huge. This one is also, but after Almantas takes this stone, now all of Almantas' stones, every single one of them, are connected in a way. They just have this gap, but that's easily a connection. While your stones are divided into two halves, into into this group and this group. And that's why Almantas can now punish. Right now you're not doing a lot of mistakes, it's just that the board setup was set in a way that you had weakness over there. And now Almantas can just snowball and take that weakness, and it's very hard.
I see, got it.
Okay, here, go ahead. Sorry.
No, yeah. Well, and, if we go back like to an early state in the game, like let's go back to like turn 3. I'm just because you are my friends, and also particularly Nando is a strategy gamer. Somewhere around here, turn 3, go forward 2 more turns. I should have said 3 rounds in. Somewhere around here is when you start to see me thinking in a way that's very typical of how I play strategy games. Which is, I looked at where Inari's very first stone was placed. And my first thought was, I should establish an early, aggressive defensive line that I can continue to defend forward.
Yeah.
That was my thought process. I said, I want to push Inari back onto her back foot, and then put myself into a position where I get to defend the majority of the territory. And she has to be placed in a position of trying to seize the initiative from me. This is how I play Age of Empires. Is that I'm a person who like forward. I try to like forward settle early and control space and play defensively for most of the game. I try to set myself up into the positions where defending is not a losing position.
Yeah.
I'm a very conservative player as a rule, and part of being a conservative player is you have to take an early risk. You have to do an early form of aggression.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Yeah, just a little bit of my own psychology there.
Yeah, because here basically this blue line is like your plan, and Inari would have 2 options, which would be either to play here or remember you don't have to play in the same area all the time. Here, for example, okay, here is not a good time. Something like this, and then Inari could have just come here and foil your plans. And
yeah, I did genuinely think about playing like right over there or in the bottom right at an early stage to like do a total mix-up on it, but I figured that no, I want to establish strength first, establish a strong base to operate from. Yeah.
And that's the thing about Go, is that, of course, you both start developing plans, but then you both also start trying to ruin the other player's plans.
Yeah, of course.
If you ruin in any strategy game, if you ruin your opponents, they are doing it right. As I said, we are very kind people, I think, but at the same time. Okay, here it is interesting because Almantas could have. Okay, this is hard to see, but would have been a great move because this is an Atari on this stone, but this is so hard to see at your level. And then you play here, and these 2 stones are trapped.
Yep.
But this is tricky to see. You use the Atari here to divide, and then you conquer.
I see.
But another funny thing that could have happened, if Almantas was too fast to try and capture this and played here, you could have taken this back. That would have been a funny thing.
It did occur to me to not do that because I was like, both me and Inari are in very vulnerable positions with those clusters, and whoever gives up a liberty earlier is in a more vulnerable position. So I didn't do anything there. I actually thought that Inari was not going to touch anything, and those stones were just going to be there, and I was just going to have to accept the lost points until Inari did put a stone in there, and then I captured.
Oh, but the thing is, because yes, these stones of yours are vulnerable, but if Inari didn't touch, let's imagine that Inari passed. You can reinforce here first.
Yep.
And now you can afford to go here, and there's no defense. So those stones were never alive at this point.
Okay, they were not alive. Okay, I thought they were just kind of insecure. And so I just thought they were kind of insecure, but still like things I was just going to have to accept.
One concept that we have that can help visualize that, we have a concept in Go called eyes. And an eye is a well-surrounded position. This is one eye. One group that has one eye, oops, wrong tool, is always dead. One group that has two solid eyes is alive, because white cannot play here, white cannot play here. This has two eyes, this is alive. If this is like this,
okay.
Now white plays here and it's dead, because this is just, even though it has more stones, this is only one eye.
Yeah, okay.
So this is a little bit of more of the strategy side. Want to hop on to your second match now, or any questions, or want a break? I want to listen to your voice.
Almantas?
I want to listen to your voice.
I thought that was for Inari, because I already said a lot of my thoughts. I thought we were I mean, I need to use the restroom. But
oh well, there you go.
Other than that, yes, I'm ready. Other than that, yes, I say another game.
Go to the restroom.
Yeah, go to the restroom.
We can do another one. Go to the restroom.
I'll be right back, folks.
Okay, do you want me to go to a break screen, or can we both yap away? Okay, I think he's gone.
Yap. I don't
yeah,
mind.
we can yap. Yes,
Yeah,
he's gone. He's
Yeah,
gone.
we can yap.
Yeah.
He's gone. He's staring at you guys menacingly.
Yeah, the position that he froze, the vest stare.
The sock stare. Oh my god.
And it is our first time ever collaborating, Inari, so I do hope you're having a fun time here.
Oh yeah, I am. It's just when I concentrate, I lose track of what is being told to me. So I'm just like, okay, what am I doing?
I'm yapping on, so you don't have to. That's one of the reasons why I yap on so much, because it, like, some content is quote unquote easy to make. Go is a hard game. And if I was teaching both of you offline in front of the board, it would be easier. We are producing content, we are streaming, but you are learning the game at the same time, and it is not easy.
Okay, can you explain to me the end part that we were talking about, where if you place certain where J8 and J6 are? Can you re-explain to me what exactly was not the problem, but like if they had put, like, if Almantas has put like J6, right, for the white part. Is he back from the bathroom?
No,
I'm back. I'm back.
No, but
I think it's less obvious with the sock.
Moving.
It's less obvious with the sock, but yeah, it's still, you can still tell. Yeah.
But can you explain to me again? Sorry about the J6.
Oh, starting from this state, right? Just to be sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, because here, if it is Almantas' turn, he cannot play here. Like, the game doesn't allow me to place a stone, because this stone is already surrounded by black stones. And he cannot play here, because this stone is already surrounded by black stones. So this group is indestructible. However,
but if I put down a...
Yes. If you put down a stone here, now this is killing. Because you removed your own liberty. This group, right now, let me use the... this one has two liberties, which are this and this. If black plays here, all of these stones have one liberty. So if white now plays here, it is a capture.
Okay. Okay, I think I'm starting to understand that concept of liberties.
Yeah,
that's still a hard concept for me to grasp right now, so...
No, it is the main concept that people struggle with when starting the game for the first time.
Okay.
for this position,
Okay.
for example, would be funny. This is more complex, but I think Almantas will like it because here, if it is White's turn, White can play here, and now Black has no way of surviving.
Oh yeah, because surrounded.
Yeah, because if Black plays here, White plays here. If
it's gone.
Black plays here, it's here. And if Black ignores, White plays here, Black has to take. White plays here, Black takes, and it's gone.
Everything is gone.
Yeah, so
Can you pass 2 times? Because even if even if you pass twice, that would have been given to White anyways, right? With that play.
Yeah. Oh, you can you can pass as many times as you want. For example, here, like in this state, you could have played this, and Almantas could be like, "Oh, I can just capture it and pass." And you play here, and Almantas passes again, and you play here, and Almantas, for example, defends, and then he passes again, and then he defends, and then he passes again. You can pass as many times as you want, as many consecutive times.
Gotcha.
Why is my phone making noise? Sorry. Sorry, that usually never happens. I was using it as a webcam earlier. Lack of professionalism. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
And the problem was, I told you about the brain rot. It was literally like, oh, people are playing GTA.
That's oh my god.
That was literally what it was.
Okay. So, how about this? You can chat now. I need to use the restroom.
Go. Yeah. Trading off.
I'll be right back.
Trading off. Okay, yeah. So this was something I was thinking about while I was playing, and I wasn't sure that I was balancing it correctly. That particularly like earlier in the game, and you can see this like very much in my deployment patterns, that I didn't tend to play my pieces consecutively right next to each other. Yeah. I tend to play them one apart.
Yes, that's good.
Okay, that's good. Okay, that's what I thought, because I was trying to, because I feel like my understanding is that there is a balance to be struck between your pieces being in positions to support each other versus moving too slowly.
Yes. Oh, this is not the best game to explain that. But there's definitely a thing. For example, okay, here White plays here. Black now can go, for example, here and start to say, oh, this is my half of the board, and this is what we call like a big jump. But the problem is that now you have a gap here, and White can threaten to separate. But at the same time, if Black can get punished for going too wide, but if Black plays too concentrated, then it's suddenly like, oh, I'm strong, but small. So there is a balance between how much you jump, and that balance is basically something you need to learn until you are a pro. That's something that I'm still learning. How big of a jump do I do? There's also a question of style.
I'm applying, a military theory concept here, right? I'm applying some real life military theory here, that there is always a balance to be struck between, like if you move too cautiously, you are allowing yourself to become surrounded.
Yes, there is a triangle that I really like. Let me see. Can I? Okay, I can, but it looks horrible. There is a triangle in Go of counters, and welcome back. I'm Nando.
Hi, Nando. I'm back.
Oh, nice to meet you back, son. There is a concept in Go that is, when you expand, when your opponent expands, you should attack. Attack counters expanding. When your opponent attacks, you should defend, because you have defender advantage. When your opponent is defending, you should expand. It's like it goes for Age of Empires, actually. It's my triangle of strategy, and it's attack counters expansion, expansion counters defense, and defense counters attack. That's more of a broad abstract strategy aspect of the game, not a technical division. But okay. Wanna hop onto your second match?
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. I'll
Rematch.
send. Oh, I said
Oh,
rematch.
right.
Okay, let me.
I was
Rematch
faster.
or
I like to hide this just to make sure that I'm not.
do I? Wait,
I like
how do I do this?
one of the
Help.
guests I had the other day as well. They
Oh.
are you okay?
Did you send a rematch? I'm sorry.
I did. I did.
Oh,
I
okay.
did.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
We're good.
One of the
We're
players
good.
I coached the other day set up his account incorrectly, and his starting rank was higher than mine. He was already like one of the top 90% players on the entire server because he set up the account wrong. But okay, we are here. I can see our match. Inari. Okay, colors are the same. You can switch later on, but right now it helps with my overlay.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, you're good.
I think it's good. Blue is generally the darker, cooler color. White is one of my colors. I think this works.
That is true. Yes.
I was just thinking about the visuals.
And I'm
Visuals.
the great mediator here in the center, keeping the balance.
I know you are. You are.
Between these two forces of nature that I have. Please save me.
Yeah, a sock and a marshmallow.
Ah. A violet marshmallow. Oh, no, I'm not pulling out the gun. Don't worry.
It would be. I mean, you could have had it this entire time because the way the models are.
Yeah, I would be
like,
hiding.
Barely see. Yeah.
A gunshot to my back.
Yeah, right now. Just right now.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh no. Please send help.
It's okay. I'll put it away. No, nobody sees it. Don't worry
Let me
about
grab
it.
my armor. I'm safe now. I'm safe. I'm safe.
I put it away.
I always bring an armor to my collabs. Always. Just in case. I feel the tension. One thing that makes me frustrated about Go's existence is that I'm a huge fan of Kaiji, and we do have Hikaru no Go as the Go anime, but I would love a super tense Go anime with a voice going, Sawa, 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 when people were playing, Sawa, Sawa.
I think a lot about how, despite being a much more obscure game,
Mhm.
I don't even remember the name of the game, but the Chihaya Furu. There's a competitive sports anime about I know I can't remember the basic rules of the game, about the game where you have cards that correspond to heian poetry. And a person reads out lines from and you have to hit the cards. It's a very much a memory and matching game. And it's a very good. It's a very good like josei sports anime. Once again, really betraying VTuber general branding by being the guy who prefers josei over shoujo. I'm sorry, over shonen, really, is the real betrayal.
Oh.
We're supposed to be, all VTubers are supposed to be shonen fans.
Oh yeah, even though I'm like, ooh, yes, I'm big brain and everything. I no, my culture growing up, I was like power scaling anime, talking about Naruto all the time, One Piece, and I mean, I kind of still am, so I am definitely that kind of fan.
My knowledge of Naruto is so incredibly minimal.
I love your description of Naruto.
I'm pretty sure I stole it from a game blogger, but it's still like really stuck in my head that I can't remember which joke it was. Naruto's whole plot is about him becoming like the king of the ninjas because he's really lonely, and then he makes a whole bunch of friends so he doesn't need to become king of the ninjas anymore, and then they just make him king of the ninjas anyway.
Yes. Like you can't imagine how cool it was to be like a 10-year-old running along school screaming Kagebushi no Jutsu and things like that. That was my childhood. I actually have one fan animation that I did when I was in school, like in 7th grade, which was like I animated in Paint and Windows Movie Maker my prediction of how Naruto would end, and it is so freaking cursed. I need to share that one day with the public. I like how you're playing such a... I'm here distracting. This game is being so intense.
Well, it's. I think that both me and Inari, I think are both the type of people who are worried that like if we actually talk about our thought processes while we're playing, we'll just like give the game away.
Yes.
What the fuck?
You say that, and Inari's brain right now has like something, a cat rolling and music going.
That's basically what it is most of the time, by the way.
No,
I don't know how bad this is always like, you're a scholar, you're so smart. I'm like, no, I just have a cat rolling around in my brain. What are you talking about?
You ran an entire lecture explaining Hawaiian vocabulary with me in it.
That's yeah, but like that's like I don't know.
This is Inari. This is how I feel all the fucking time.
What the fuck are you talking about?
This is how I
Even
feel
during
all
that-
the time. I'm just like, yeah, that's just like some stuff I picked up when I was younger, man. It's like not anything important. Like...
It's important because that was my bachelor's degree, but like,
like, oh, Al, why do you
like...
know this stuff? I'm just like, I just read some books. I don't know, man. I just like hung out with
This is
people.
fun.
Like,
This is fun. That's what it is. It's just fun.
No,
Just a nerd.
You are getting appreciated here. You are getting appreciated here, Inari.
Yeah.
You're distracting me.
Get appreciated.
What the fuck? Huh?
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything.
I
We're
know
having
you
a
aren't.
having totally silent Twitch stream.
No, it's part. It's part. Okay, that's something that I'm learning as a streamer. If we are going to discuss the craft, I feel like
I love discussing the craft.
Yes, I feel like sometimes silence should be feared, and it is a bad sign. But I think we need. Oh, I should have. Okay, BGM would help. You're absolutely right, Fallon. But I feel like streamers in general should have less fear of the silence. I think we. It is a delicate balance. But I
think you're.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go. You go ahead.
Okay, I think that your choice about how you approach silence is a large part of what you are choosing to make the type of streams that you're making. Right. I think I look at my own VODs and I feel like I have a fairly large amount of silence, and probably more than I should. Oftentimes when I'm like getting locked in on like a piece of calligraphy that I'm working on, right? Like last night I was working on some pretty some stuff that felt pretty important to me. And so I was focusing on really hard on trying to get some of my lines straight, which I did not succeed at. I think I was really off my game yesterday. That happens sometimes.
Yeah.
And that causes me to quiet down and to not really read chat and to not really be saying anything when I'm like really locked in. The difference between doing something at like 70% of my attention versus 90% of my attention is the difference that is made up by talking, right?
Yeah.
And it's also why I don't like to play puzzle games on streams, because when I'm playing a puzzle game, I just like talk. I'm like talking, and I just kind of stop talking for like 30 seconds, and then then I just kind of like solve the puzzle, and that's not like good.
Yeah.
That's not like entertaining.
Yeah.
It's not like good. That's poor craftsmanship.
I definitely agree.
And so what I do with that time and how I break that silence is a lot of the decision-making process of what I am as a streamer, right? And you know, the most extreme, right? With the most extreme one would be like, you know, you basically have like a timer going every like 5 seconds, and if it goes and it resets whenever you make a sound, and if it doesn't reset, you just start shouting. Right? Like, it's like the most extreme version of that. But you know, I think, you know, a lot of us have you know, a lot of the streamer friends I know that are pretty successful have like mouth stimming sounds, and I do a little bit of that, but it doesn't quite come naturally to me. It's something I have to think about. And there's different ways of approaching this and different ways of thinking about what is an appropriate amount and style of silence, because the talking is really the majority of our what we're doing here.
Yes.
But, and I mean, this is the same in writing, right? This is the same in writing. This is the same in almost any kind of art. The silence is our negative space. Right, that is our negative space. If you're used to your visual arts, if you're used to, as I am, you know, I'm used to writing as my art form, that, you know, you use pauses and you vary sentence lengths and you vary the level of tension in the writing in order to enhance other moments of tension. And what do I want to be doing here?
For me, while you think, regarding silence, there's a Portuguese saying that I always remember, which is "Tu calado és poeta." It's something we say a lot in Portugal. It's like when someone is just saying nonsense, we say like, okay, when you shut up, it's the only time when you are producing poetry. Your silence is poetry.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It is kind of an insulting saying. But yeah, I am definitely working on finding. It is definitely a balance you have to strike, and it's not a one answer fits all kind of thing. Because I've watched my own content sometimes, and there are times where I'm like, dude, just shut up and do not force yourself. Shut up, and this would be better.
It's a thing that I think about quite a bit in. Ooh, that was clever, Inari. I was not ready for that one. I was not expecting that. Thinking. Well, okay.
Do you know how much I admire Almantas though? Like,
You've mentioned it before, and I'm just around. Yeah.
No, when I first found Almantas, it was through Bug VT, which is like one of our, you know, one of my friends, right? And they were just like, you need to. I was like, yeah, we need to go right into like Almantas. You need to meet Almantas, and we're like, okay. So we went over, and I'm like, oh yeah. And the first thing I told Bug was like, oh my fucking god, this is such an interesting VTuber. This is such a cool VTuber. And I was like, thank you for introducing me to them, and now we're here.
I did not know this. I did not know that Bug knew
so
about me
cool.
first.
Yeah, Bug knew about you, and then Bug was like, we have to go in here. I was like, okay. So cool,
Bug is I hope Bug's doing well. Last time I talked to her, she was like busy as all hell.
She is busy, yes.
Yeah. Bug's so cool. Bug is so cool.
Yeah.
Bug is awesome. I love Bug.
Yeah, for me, I've met Almantas over a year ago, which is also insane. And I do have to say that okay, I'm just a small guy over here. Almantas is my number one salesman. Because I remember I hopped by a stream. That's where I first knew about Inari and where I first got in touch and everything. Almantas was collabing with Inari, And I was like, yes, hello, Almantas and Almantas. Oh, Nando is here in chat. Did you know that Nando, it's like that meme, saved the flaming hospital and did this, and you know that he's great at Go and Age of Empires, and I'm like, no, I didn't save a flaming hospital, no. But Almantas just starts...
You never know.
Almantas just starts saying, oh, Nando does a lot of... And he plays Age of Empires in his one... And I'm like, I'm not that cool, Almantas. No, stop.
You are though.
Nah,
you are cool.
I'm just a guy doing his best. Just a small guy.
That's all of us. We're always like, we're just a small guy doing our best, and I'm like, no, but you have these talents, so shush.
True, but I can't compliment Inari too much because we are just... All that I know, most of what I know from Inari is through Almantas and recently through GTA role-playing, which is not it is great to know
of all things.
Yes! It is a great setting to know someone's voice acting skills and things like that, but if you want to know facts about someone, GTA roleplay is not the best way to get to know.
It's not. It really is not.
Is it okay for me, Inari, permission to say the thing that I say about you so often?
What?
The upsell I have about Inari.
What?
So Inari has a bunch of voice redeems. Inari has a bunch of voice redeems that there are things like the Neko arc voice and various voice acting things. And one of the things that Inari does that I adore is that when she does karaoke streams, she will leave those on, and if you redeem them, she will do them while singing.
Wow.
So a very famous one is one of her redeems is speak only in Nyans.
Go ahead.
Yes, that is the thing.
And so, somebody redeemed that while it was queued up was a Cruel Angel's Thesis. And so she sang Evangelion.
I had forgot that. Okay, my first time watching Inari was your stream, Almantas. My second time ever watching Inari was, Inari streaming. Oh, it's karaoke. The music I hop onto, nya nya nya. I don't remember which song it was, but the first time I saw an Inari stream, it was during a Nyan song.
It was.
No.
And one that I was really impressed by, that I really adored, was I redeemed the arc voice when it was perfect.
That one.
And you did this really wonderful thing. It was really clever of you, where you would alternate between doing your regular singing voice and the whining voice to create this sort of like call and response effect.
Yes.
And that worked really well with perfect.
I'm just a VTuber, guys.
we're
just a person.
And we absolutely did clip it. I'm just trying to find the clip.
What the fuck?
You're going to get blasted here in 4K completely.
Oh my god. Oh!
They're like, I didn't sign up for this. I don't mind losing at Go, but...
Oh my losing at I don't fucking sign up for that! Hello?
Okay. I do think if you send the clip immediately, I do believe that Seribot might bonk you with my current configurations, but you send me to the Discord, I can then send it here.
Let's see if I get bonked. If I get bonked, I get bonked. I get bonked.
Yeah, I need to adjust some settings.
If I die, I die.
Here
it is, Evangelion. I interrupt the game to put him Evangelion on. No, I won't do that to you. I would be that cruel. I'm not a cruel angel.
Oh my god. I'm gonna go cry now. What the fuck?
How old
Of
is
all
this clip?
things. I don't know.
Last year,
I
it's
don't
over a
know
year old.
anymore. Oh my god.
I wasn't even a VTuber back then. The ancient times.
The ancient times is crazy.
The ancient times of 1 year ago.
The ancient times of 1 year ago is crazy.
You're not a cruel angel, but you have done some theses, so tell me about it. Finishing a PhD is the best feeling ever. It's like, doing a PhD is not the best feeling ever, but finishing one is like, freedom. I can stay up until 3 AM or 5 AM and not have any consequences. For now.
For now. Meanwhile, when I was in graduate school, I learned that my default sleep schedule, if I'm left to my own devices, is I go to bed at like 7 or 8 in the morning.
Wow.
Huh?
It turns out that like no matter what else I'm doing in my life, I never get any work done between about 8 AM and like 2 PM.
Okay, I'm the same.
Like no matter what, like I'm completely useless during those hours. So like if I have a day job and I'm working there, I just like don't get any work done until like 2 in the afternoon, and just like I'm just like a zombie on the clock until like 2 in the afternoon, and I'm just incredibly unproductive. And then
Jesus.
yeah. So that's
And by the way, how are you enjoying Go so far?
I am enjoying it. I think I'm not going to lie. I think I kind of am enjoying more the smaller board
Oh,
than I would the larger board.
Same. This is not too overwhelming at the
yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
My recommendation to everyone: there are some people who do start on the big board and prefer it right from the get-go. For me right now, if I'm playing against someone experienced, going back to the 9x9 feels. But if I'm playing someone new, I still have a great time playing in the 9x9 board.
I have had the habit of liking my pint-sized games. I like playing at half points on a couple of other games like 40K. I like playing on like the 500 to 1,000 point region. In Infinity, I love Infinity, and Infinity I actually do like the 150 point games, and I do understand that the 300 point games are in pretty much every meaningful way better.
And even Age of Empires, you really like Sudden Death, which is kind of like the...
Yeah, Sudden Death rules!
Yeah.
Sudden Death is so good! Sudden Death is so good. I love Sudden Death. The Sudden Death Cup was definitely my favorite Age of Empires 2 tournament.
And by the way, when we are playing in tournaments, like I was in Canada this year, we have 1 hour each on the clock, and after that hour finishes, it's like 30 seconds per move. When I'm playing online, 1 hour feels like I open another tab. If my opponent is not playing fast, I'm watching some videos and then like, oh, he played. I do not use 1 hour online. If I'm in a tournament, it's like, what? We are still starting. How does 1 hour pass? It is insane how focused you get in the game.
It's because you don't have the distractions available to you.
True.
Exactly.
I once had a fun occasion because you can use the time as you want. And I once had a player, he was way stronger than me, and I was beating him. And I was like, yes. And he was definitely off his mind game, and he took a break and went to smoke 3 cigarettes consecutive. and then he crushed me.
And then he crushed you. That's amazing.
Yeah, the power.
Oh.
I
keep on thinking. Okay, go ahead.
No, I was just about to say. I think the number one, like, substance that increases Go performance has been proved to be caffeine.
That makes sense.
that makes a lot of sense.
Most ADHD medication is also banned in tournaments, even though caffeine has a bigger effect. And I mean,
there's a question, right, about performance enhancing drugs, right?
Yeah.
In life, right? Is the goal of that was a misplay. That was a blunder. Is the goal of the performance? Is the goal of banning this drug to, like, help the players, or is it to preserve the integrity of the sport?
Yeah.
Because it's like the classic argument around the really famous one, which is steroids for athletics. And that's an open question, right? Like we allow all sorts of other crazy things for athletes to do, and we just let them do it, and those don't interfere with the sanctity of the sport. So why not steroids if everybody has access to them? And the answer is because it's actually really bad for your health.
Yeah.
And like we don't want, like, it gives you an edge, but we don't want to just like have the sport be like, oh yeah, like part of the price of playing this sport is that
you self-destruct. Yeah.
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 Like we really want that to not be the case.
Yeah, and I do not know, for example, because it's one thing if you have prescription, it's another thing if you are taking them for the tournament. Because they did say I was not tested for doping, I was not high enough for doping, but they did say if anyone is taking ADHD medication, you shouldn't, and please contact us as soon as possible to sort out the situation. And I have no idea if you have like a diagnosis, maybe there's some guidelines, I have absolutely no idea how it goes. And also because, for example, that bridges the things about international competition, because if you imagine that you consider ADHD drugs a performance enhancing drug for Go, and if you are diagnosed, you are exempt from the rules. But then, okay, some countries are very accurate when it comes to diagnosis laws, while others, getting a diagnosis for whatever condition it may be, may just depend on the size of your wallet. So then,
well, and not even just about that. I was thinking about how in apologies here, but in Japan, the even like some of the medications that are that was a blunder. Some of the medications that are used for American ADHD meds are just flat out illegal for Japanese people to use.
It's true.
Yeah, the prescription amphetamines that are that I don't know if they're common, but are associated with ADHD in America are just not legal in Japan, no matter what.
No. And yeah, then like, as I said, for me, I know that, okay, my main condition is diabetes, and I knew that diabetes wouldn't play any role in Go. So when they were explaining that part, I was already so tired, my brain just turned off. If I know that there was a doping committee, and they were like, oh, you only need to get tested if you reach like the top 8, and I was like, okay, I can turn off my brain. I'm not reaching top 8.
Okay. So, Inari just passed.
Yes.
I think I will just pass in the interest of sportsmanship, but I will start my analysis here. Which is, I have spent the last several turns developing this top right position so that I can start using this, the J5 stone to start snaking into this lower right corner and start eroding her position there.
Yes. And probably if you also pass right now, I don't think the computer will let that situation go unresolved, because that's still open.
Let's see what happens then.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the computer does not like that, because there is an
Cancel
open
resume
space.
Game resumed.
Okay, well that's yeah. Okay, so I did explain what was happening there.
Yeah.
Which means that I did just give up a ton of points, because Inari had passed. I could have moved my white stone there, and then that would have,
Yeah,
really
That would have
changed
been done.
that would have been
That would have cooked her.
Yeah.
Really brutally.
Can I pass now?
Your situation
I think it's going to.
just became a lot worse.
Yeah.
You can also resign if you need to.
Oh, I passed.
Let's see if they
Remove
lost
the
it.
dead
Yeah, no,
stones.
it's.
No,
oh,
yeah,
okay.
no, it's good. Yeah.
White wins.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
0
Yeah.
to 51.
Yeah.
I'm
Oof.
doing worse.
I
I'm thinking too
don't-
much.
Was
That's my
that?
problem. I'm thinking
You
too
what?
much. That's my problem.
Oh,
Um.
I'm overthinking everything, so it's making me do really bad positioning.
yeah, a lot of this game, like, a lot of it is about pattern identification and positioning. I actually play a lot of moves without thinking, which is bad. But it is true that, for example, here, if you just focus on one or two basic concepts, it often helps the game. What I like to always keep in mind is connection and division. Because here, Almantas is threatening to divide this. And this is very bad, this division for black. So here the move should be to stop that. Okay, here this was a nice battle. Okay, at this point, the game is still even, in my opinion. Anything can happen.
This is when I felt like at this point I felt like I was in a stronger position.
Yeah, you are ahead, but
He
the
was.
game isn't over.
Yeah, the game's not over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that attack that I made right there to divide her top left out strengthened my position a lot.
Yeah, and-
I think it's still.
This was a great stone, by the way. This,
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah. No, that one I felt super smart. I felt so clever.
yeah, that one
I felt
takes
so clever.
takes
Yeah.
this, and since these are dead, that takes this entire group. That
Yeah, that basically moved it. That felt huge. to me.
This-
when I realized what happened, I was like, oh, I felt so smart.
this is like top move, and most players like Inari, you're getting robbed today. I can guarantee you that most like Almantas is playing really well.
Oh, I know. Because I'm
And
still
then
having
this was the
issues
part
with
where I really
liberties,
felt like
so...
when I started snaking into the bottom left, I was like, okay, I think I've got this. That's when I felt like that's when I felt like it was hard for me to lose.
This was nice. Yeah, here at this point, you want to make your life easier. Just take this stone and
That's why that was the moment when I said that was the part where I said I had blundered. I was like, oh, I put myself into Atari really stupidly. like,
yeah. But I do like it is hard to read the game, and it is so many concepts and so many things. Okay, now do you want to go to yap a little bit more, and you want to go back to the presentation for a bit of a break as well?
I need to use the bathroom again.
Oh,
but
okay,
yes,
okay.
let's go to the presentation. Let's go back. to the
Okay, no
presentation.
worries. Go.
This is why I don't understand why Almantas keeps hyping me up. He doesn't understand. This is the one thing I have to keep telling other people in Almantas. I am bad with puzzles and I'm bad with strategy games. These are the two things that I don't play on my stream because I'm not good at it. And if people want to laugh at me, I play them.
But
Or do puzzles.
we are not here we are not here to try hard. We are not here to win. Like, my goal today is to
Oh yeah, no, I understand
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I just find it funny that he praises that really that much, and I'm like, bro, no.
You just got paired. Let me get the direct quote. I have it here. What did Almantas say? In terms of, I want to... It's Inari or no one. Basically.
Nari or no one, and he's here to destroy me. I see how it is. I'm joking. I know that I have problems understanding strategy games, hence why I didn't understand Mahjong when I was taught things, and also I don't understand trading card games either
Oh.
on certain levels. Pokemon I can play.
you're saying that, and I'm literally, one of my hobbies is 3D printing, and I'm printing things to organize my card collection because I have so many trading cards.
Oh my god.
Like Magic the Gathering, VTubers.
Ah.
I have some from the
Oh my
whole life
God.
card game, Rebirth for You.
Oh my god.
Flesh and Blood. Sorry.
I used to play Magic. I used to play Magic, and then Magic the Gathering, and then I used to play what is it? Pokemon.
Yeah.
And then now I'm just doing One Piece cards because for fun.
Oh, One Piece cards seem really fun. I haven't gotten a single pack yet,
They
but
really
they
are.
seem if I got into a new game right now, it would be One Piece, either to play or to collect. There's always the two sides in TCG.
I see.
But I would like to one day open a pack of VTubers. I do have all the game of One Piece. I do have all the cards that all the games that had whole life collabs. I have some cards of it.
Well, you should.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. Hello.
I'm back.
You're back.
I'm back.
Since when?
About 1 second. I just put in my headphones.
Oh, good.
So I didn't hear what you guys were saying. I did not hear what you guys were saying.
Okay.
We're
It was-
just
if it was. I'm assuming it was trash talking me.
no. We're talking about cardboard.
No! We were talking about white shorts.
About what?
We're talking about trading card games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're talking about trading card games and how, like, I was telling Nando, like, I think Almantas thinks too highly of me because the two things I'm really bad at is puzzles and strategic games. Strategy games.
I think very highly of you because of your depth of knowledge, your kindness, your
The
patience.
same goes for you.
your professionalism while performing.
Huh? Unprofessional is that? What are you talking about? Look at me, Almantas. I'm a fucking scrunk. How is this any professional? All I do is
We
here.
are
I pull out a
VTubers.
gun. I'm
We are
holding him hostage
VTubers.
now.
We are VTubers.
I'm holding Nando hostage now. Nobody
This
can
is
see
VTubers.
this.
This is VTubing. This is what professionalism is like. We are clowns. This is put on the nose. I'm a sock right now.
I have
Come
a
on.
blindfold.
Exactly.
The
Wait, I don't want to actually kidnap you. What the frick?
I do have a
But yes,
blindfold toggle now.
I will
Oh my God.
I will make a note in the interest of sportsmanship and connection with my friends. There was something I was doing during this game, and I don't know if Inari and Nando caught on to it being an intentional strategy on my point.
Okay, let me go back to that.
Which was... It is probably not obvious from the board state. If you saw the list of moves, it would be more obvious. But from the board state, it's probably not obvious. Which is, I was thinking about the fact that Inari is anxious and is thinking very hard. Right? So...
Yes.
when I see it, whenever it looks like Inari is starting to gain her footing, that's when I make a move on another part of the board.
Oh, and that has a name that is I keep forgetting the
Where's
name.
my gun?
I know
Where's
the
my
name.
gun?
I know the
I'm here
name
for
in.
violence. Where's my
I know the
gun?
name. The name in chess is Weichenzug,
Oh.
which I love. Which is intermediate attack, or intermediate move. Tanuki. Okay.
Tanuki, yeah, Tanuki. It's the name in Go, Tanuki.
Okay. Yeah. But yes. Yeah. I was doing that on purpose, Inari. If you were feeling really off kilter, I was being intentional.
I
I have a gun.
I usually say
Love
to
you.
I have blood.
I usually
It's
say
gonna stay this way.
I usually say to Almantas like that not to Almantas, to everyone, that the best way to play a strategy game is to make your opponent suffer.
Uh-huh.
And Almantas is taking that lesson to heart.
Time to
This
go
is also once again evidence of me just being an enormous sweat lord, right? It's just like I could be taking it easier on my friend and playing a friendly casual game of Go with her, but no, I gotta fucking win.
No. This is Almantas we're talking about. There is no normal. There is no friendly. No. I've seen him sweaty before.
And that's why it's like he's not like, oh, I want to meet Inari because she's a good friend I respect. That's all a lie. The true story is like, I want to crush her. I want to destroy.
No, you don't understand, Nando. Every single time he's in my stream, I'm in his stream, or he's on my stream, he is here to torture me. Every single time he bullies me. It is his thing. He even admitted I am one of the VTubers he likes to bully.
It is you and Kara and Noir. It's true.
I thought you were about to say it's you and Kara, and then you kept going and adding more and more names, and it's like just like to bully everyone.
No, it's not everybody. It's just the people who are very special.
He acts normally with Morp, he acts normally with Bug, and then it comes to me, Kara, and Noir. Nope.
Yep.
Bullying.
No, I'm perfectly. I wouldn't say I'm perfectly normal with Nyano because that doesn't make any sense. But you know,
Nyano's Nyano.
I'm normal with Vera. I'm normal with Hal. I'm normal with John Ken. You know, I'm just having nice, fun conversations with them. But with Inari.
I hope one day Janken can see the chaos that you fucking bring sometimes.
with Inari.
Bye. I'm out. Bye. I'm not here anymore. Bye.
And by the way, Almat, you just mentioned Nanomancer. Don't you mean the Wizard of Los Santos? The freaking GTA. Wait,
Yeah.
you didn't know?
He's the Wizard of Los Santos?
Yes, it's
Of course he is.
Nanomancer.
Of course he is.
I didn't know until now.
Just
there's this thing where it's really hard to identify who's who because it's just like I know Nyano's an admin for VTRP, so like if you don't interact with certain characters, you will not hear their voice at all.
yeah.
I did not know that was Nyano at all.
Okay, now.
It's the same effect where some people don't know it's me.
Yeah.
So,
No, I just revealed a new one to you.
oh my god.
And by the
He
way,
threatened to punch me. if I Sorry, go ahead.
if I ever get into GTA RP, my character will be Almantas. I will roleplay as Almantas because I don't want to be myself because that's lame. I will roleplay as Almantas if I get in.
Go for it. Please do.
Oh my god.
I could do some vocal coaching. We could have some vocal coaching offline and really shock people. Really see if we can distress people.
I'm gonna avoid the hell out of that character.
We gotta work on we gotta get your American accent up.
Yeah,
I think it's the main thing.
I literally okay, fun story because I'm excited. I was thinking, okay, how would my character be? And I wrote all the characteristics, like character strengths and things, and I finished and I looked at it and I was like, this is Almantas. I just wrote Almantas. It was not intentional. I finished that and I looked at it. This character is Almantas.
That's funny. That is funny.
That's literally how it
Almantas in
happened.
GTA.
Yeah.
That would be so funny.
Okay.
Oh dear God.
Okay, let's go a little bit about the history of Go.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, look at this. I have animations in my PowerPoint and everything. Not hyperlinks. Brings me back to my primary school days. Okay, so Go originated in ancient China, and most of very important historical figures in ancient China did play the board game of Go in the period of the Three Kingdoms. Those names like, I won't pronounce the names because Almantas will judge my bad pronouncing.
Do you want help?
Okay, Cao Cao?
Cao Cao? Yep, that's pretty good.
Sun Tse? Sun Tse?
Sun Tzu.
Sun Tse.
Sun Tzu.
Okay.
Mhm.
My okay, so no, I close. Okay, but yes, and even
Just a little shorter on the E. A C followed by an E is a little bit shorter than
Okay,
you expected.
and
Yeah.
there's even a funny scene in the Romance of Three Kingdoms. Of course, that's more of a novelization than actual history. But there is a scene where one of the generals is getting surgery, and to distract himself from the surgery, he's playing a Go match. It's like the anesthesia is playing Go not to focus on the surgery, and that's the illustration.
That's so Chinese.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is. Then, in the 6th century, we already had the first book dedicated to Go, and this is where Go starts getting seriously institutionalized in China. We start having ratings. For example, we talk about Q and Dan, that came later in the Japanese system. Some people think, oh, you use Q and Dan in Go, that comes from the martial arts. It's the other way around. The martial arts use the Q and Dan system because it was created for Go. We are talking about 6th century in China, and we already have rating systems, we already have national championships, we already have professional players, people getting their full-time occupation as being a Go player, and we start having books and guides, like strategy guides on Go, already this far back in history, which is... One thing is the game being played, another thing is the game starting having this cultural influence, this cultural reach, and this culture overall. And of course, this is just a repeat, the 4 arts, and here we have... This is basically our match. We see here a depiction of Almantas and Inari, and this is me.
So we're saying we need to get Inari a beard.
Oh, what?
Oh,
Yeah, we need to get a beard.
I went too deep.
What the heck?
I approve that motion. But yes, the game then
What the heck?
spread first to Korea and then to Japan, and I love that illustration. That's Inari after losing versus Junken.
Wait a minute, what? I would never do that to anybody. What the heck?
You need.
That's not my weapon. Weapon of choice. What the heck?
Yeah, you have a gun. Why throw the board?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and it is funny because in this is a semi-historical record as well. They don't know how much of it is history, but in 5th century Korea, you already have stories about spies infiltrating the court and manipulating the influence of politicians by using the game of Go. They would approach like, oh, I'm a monk, I know this game. They would start teaching the kids of the kings of Korea and things like that. And Go was already being used as part of manipulation. And this is a record that is telling that this happened in the 5th century. Even if it didn't happen, the record was written in the 13th century. So this is already old stuff involving Go into political narratives in Korea. And then it came later to Japan, but when it arrived in full force. And it was mainly Honingbo Sansa. He's kind of like the biggest figure of Go in Japan. He was the teacher and... not the teacher, but he was appointed as Oda Nobunaga as the main figure of Go in the country, and then he taught Go to Ieyasu and Hideyoshi, the three... what's the name? What's the name of these 3 characters in history? The 3 founders of Japan? The 3 great unifiers. That's the name I was missing. Yes, Nobunaga, Ieyasu, and Hideyoshi were connected by Honingbo Sansa. And yeah, this Honingbo Sansa won the first national tournament in Japan in 1588. He was granted a wage and a title of Meijin. That's basically the master of Go. And it was Ieyasu later on who named him the head of Go in the country. He was the main responsible for promoting the game. Go reached the point where it was an institution. We started having the four great houses. The Honingbo house was clearly the strongest, and it lasted for hundreds of years. And this is where Go went in full force in Japan, and it became a cultural powerhouse. Nobility was playing, games were getting recorded, schools were dedicated just to Go. You had like Go universities. This is when Go entered its golden age, and the golden age started here and probably lasted until today. We start having famous players, great schools. We start having a lot of registered matches. A lot of openings that we play nowadays were starting to get developed by this style. We have the Asian style of Go, and this is definitely where Go started exploding. And it's funny because China, Japan, and Korea are definitely the three powerhouses of Go, and the control keeps shifting. For example, I think nowadays of the three, Japan is probably a little bit behind, but if you went like 20 years ago, 30 years ago, things were different. China, Japan, and Korea are always fighting over who has the best Go players, the best teachers, and things like that. And yeah, nowadays there are over 60 million players of Go, over 1,000 professional players. This is people playing Go full-time and getting paid for it. We have international competitions, we have Go being played online. We had a really popular news of AlphaGo beating Lisa, although the commentary has over 37 million views on YouTube. We have the Nihonkin, the head of the Japanese Go Association, the headquarters, and this was the World Amateur Go Championship in 2025. I was here, I was competing here in Canada, and this was really cool. But this just shows how much Go has evolved, and it was very gradual. It was gaining more and more importance. So far, anything clear? Any questions? Any?
How much does a professional player make?
Yeah, true.
I think. Okay, I actually have no idea. I actually have no idea. But like, to be a professional player. Okay, just to make you understand what a professional player is. The World Go Championship, where I was competing, the WAGC, this stands for World Amateur Go Championship. Why does it have amateur if it is a World Cup? Well, because basically 90% of countries who play Go don't have any professional player. There's like, okay, now there are more, but back when I started playing, there was like 2 professional players in the whole of Europe. And you go to Japan and to China and Korea, and there are hundreds of them. But the difference of these countries is so far above that it's like a different reality to me. When I want to become the best player in Europe, for example, if I wanted to, I would... Nowadays I need to become pro, but pro wasn't the concept in Europe even at all. So I don't know how much they earn, because that's how far away I am from being an actual pro. It's like the level that separates me from you is smaller than the level that separates me from a pro. Basically. But if you are in Korea, you see the pro players like, if they were like the sports teams, you see signs in the streets of Go players promoting products with sponsorships and things like that. In Korea, okay, that's another slide for you have Baduk TV, which plays Go 24/7. Of course, there's also Go in culture. We have Ikaru no Go, probably the most famous Go-related piece of media, from the same mangaka that drew Death Note and Bachman, and this is a great show. You haven't watched it, right, Almantas?
No, of course not.
But
I don't watch TV.
You have discussed a book that was inspired by this book on your channel.
Eh?
Yes, you discussed a book that was inspired by Ikaru no Go. Almantas.
Which one?
That's funny. That's funny.
I'm almost sure you talked about this book, Yomi and the Nightmare Painter.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say Rear Zero, and I was going to be like, come on.
No.
Of all things.
Yomi and the Nightmare Painter is inspired by Ikaru no Go. I don't know if you read the book, the Yomi book.
I did read that one.
Because the story of Ikaru no Go, I don't want to go too deep, is about a spirit who is a master of Go, and he possesses the body of a he is like haunting the body of a child who knows nothing about Go, and he's teaching him the craft of Go. And you can see, Almantas, if you read Yomi and the Nightmare, you can see the connection.
The possession plotline. Yeah.
Yeah, Yomi and the Nightmare Painter was inspired by Hikaru no Go and Final Fantasy X. Yumi, I don't know. Yeah, and
That's
of course,
funny.
and of course, there's also the Master of Go, a Nobel Prize-winning author who depicts basically the evolution, the fight between Japan to stay traditional or to open more towards the Western world, depicts that relationship through the board game of Go. It's basically an old master playing against the new up-and-coming whippersnapper, and they use the game of Go to describe the evolution in culture that is happening in Japan. Really good book. But Go shows up in a lot of shows, the One Piece Netflix adaptation. This movie is where I found out Go from Beautiful Mind about John Nash. And that game is horrible. I discovered Go here, but the game they are playing is absolutely horrid. It's one of the worst depictions of Go in media. Cyberpunk, Hunter x Hunter, Warframe.
Warframe. Yep, Warframe.
Yeah, I knew.
I remember that.
You would.
Yep. Yeah, my most 3,300 hours or so. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, another connection that you are noticing, Inari. Almantas' number one game has Go.
Yep, it does.
That is interesting. Oh, what the heck? Huh?
So there's another
I
advantage.
I see, Almantas.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, Warframe, game that is famously similar to Go and helps you understand Go concepts. Warframe.
Of all things. Of all things.
And this is to show you. This is to show you that a lot of the most important people in history have played in recent history, Western, have played Go. Like, look at this amazing lineup of important figures. Let me just show.
Hey, look! It's someone we know.
Yeah, look at all of these.
Let's go!
Cool, important
It's been
figures.
a while since I talked to Rock. I hope he's doing well.
Yeah. I hope he's doing well.
But yes, nowadays it used to be more of a Western thing, of a Eastern thing. Nowadays, most, even in Western, a lot of people are playing Western culture. A lot of people are playing Go. And do I have a lot more slides? Oh, this is advanced rules, but all of these showed up in our games. For example, is this group alive? I'm going to ask you, and whoever wants to answer.
Looks live to me.
Yeah.
Yes, it is alive, and right now, Black has 27 points and White has 26.5. Black is winning in this board position. But if White plays here and Black ignores, now Black can be gone. If Black ignores. And this would be too late.
And they'll be gone.
Yeah, so and that
I
is
see.
if White plays 2 moves. 1, 2. Black has to ignore. So, and this way Black would lose the game. So what does Black do? White plays, and Black answers. And since we had this sequence, Black was only winning by half a point, and it is the exact same scenario as we have here.
Right.
So
What we
White
talked about
playing
earlier,
there
right.
forces a move. Black has to answer, else Black loses, but the score is the exact same thing. In counting score, I'm also introducing you to a new concept. You see territory, you see captures, and you see Komi here. What is Komi? White is second to play, so White gets 6.5 points. That's Komi.
Oh. Okay.
Oh. Okay.
The game has been
Simple.
played throughout history so many times, and Komi is one of the rules that has evolved over time. The value of Komi has changed, but the game has been so studied that it has been concluded that at a high level, being the first to play is worth 6.5 points. So black is first, white has 6.5. The half point is just to prevent draws. So you cannot draw in Go except if you have an hyper Go, but that's really for the rule nerds. That's something that doesn't happen unless you are a super pro or something. So Go doesn't have draws because of this half point. Okay. Okay, and this is the final funny question I have for you. Here, who is alive? Black or white? Take your time, don't answer fast.
Whose turn is it?
Okay, let's imagine it's black's turn.
I think that's black.
You think black's alive. And what about you, Inari?
If it's black's turn, I think black is also alive.
Okay, the fun thing is, it is true black is alive, but white is also alive. This is known as a Seki. Both groups are alive and dead at the same time. Why? If black plays there, black has one liberty. I think it starts with black playing. And, okay, I think I'm just waiting for the example to go. Oh no, it starts with white. White plays, has one liberty. Black replies, wins. If black plays, now black has one liberty. White replies, white wins.
White plays, it's gone.
So whoever
Yeah,
plays
yeah.
here loses. Playing, that's why passing is an important move. If anyone plays it, and that's why the turn in this case doesn't matter. Because anyone who plays there loses their stones. So no one plays there. That is a Seki. It is a rare situation. It almost happened in one of my teaching games. It's super rare to have a Seki. At your level. At my level it's more common. There are some strategies specifically to try and force Sekis. But it is something that happens, and here it is very counterintuitive for new players. Often, if this happens in a game, one will place a stone and lose because you don't notice that the only winning move is to not play there. And this is how you count the points. That place is left open. That's points for no one. It's neither points for black nor white. It's neutral. So that's an interesting nuance. And yeah, this is all of the rules. Few rules, but a very complicated game. And now, I have 3 options for you. 3 or 4. Okay, time is... I also don't want to take too long of your time, because I know that you also have your own affairs after this... After this collab. Our options will be... I could show you and explain to you some games on a 19x19 board, just so you to understand. I could do a 1v2 versus 2 of you, where you would be discussing the moves in a 9x9 board with a handicap, or we can just yap a little bit. If you're too tired, because Go is tiresome.
So I will say the rude thing here. I think me and Inari were both planning on being gone within 40 minutes.
Okay.
Which is about the amount of time it took us to do a game on a 9x9 board where we weren't discussing very much.
Oh yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so.
So the 2v1 option feels right out.
Yeah. No.
Feels right out.
That's just smart thinking.
We're gonna take a while.
Yeah.
I would be fast. Just joking.
Yeah, we would not.
You might be fast. We would not be. Exactly.
Yeah. Especially because the temptation for me and Inari to just like chatter and and hang out would be overwhelming.
It's true.
So I think some of those demonstrations from
that would be
bigger
great.
games would actually be the coolest.
Yeah, just so you can understand the game better, like the game in a higher level, because it is a completely different beast from the games you are playing. Like, what is important and not, and I will actually show you a beautiful game that I played in the last Portuguese tournament. This is a stunning game. Let me go to this scene. Yes, and let me remove... This was not Almantas versus Inari. White is actually TheNando. And black was... Since I don't know if they want their name on stream or not, it was not Nando.
Okay.
All right.
Makes sense.
Right.
Yeah,
Nando
okay.
Nai.
Okay, and the average game flow in... this is the most typical standard in a 19x19 board. Both players each grab a corner, and why is that? Because if we want to, for example, surround the center, this is 9 stones for 1 point. If it's the side, this is like 5 stones for 1 point. In the corner, it is easier to surround, and that's why you start in the corners. It's the easiest section of the board to surround, and this is the most standard of openings. And you do not play something like this, for example, instead of playing that point, because then you're just opening yourself up to something like this, and then white is just running away and getting surrounded. So this is the most common approach, and then one player attacks the corner. Here we have a lot of Joseki, and Joseki are studied openings where the outcome favors neither player. It is studied moves, and here we are at that stage. It is the foundation of the game. We are deciding between good plays that we know are good, and that will define if you have an aggressive game, a defensive game. So these are all usually studied moves, and there are Joseki that are extremely simple, others that are extremely complex. Here my opponent played something I never played, and this was a mistake on my behalf. And you see, right now, what is happening is that white is starting to grab this territory. This is kind of whitish, this is kind of whitish, but black is building a massive area here. Black is threatening to have like a big area. White is more separated, black is more, okay, this is my concentrated area. While white stones are too far apart, black can play here, can divide and conquer. Any questions so far?
You're going for nope. You got strong areas, you got weak areas.
Yeah, and the natural follow through, as I was showing on the pad, white invades here. I go for this opening. Once again, this is just a choice. And the goal for me with this opening is that, for example, black is alive. This is now black's territory. I cannot invade that, usually. And what I told my opponent is that you get the corner, I'm starting to build a big area here and another area here. But of course we're trying to ruin each other's plans. My opponent is like, I want to ruin your area. I'm like, I want to ruin your area. So far, the game, in terms of who's winning or losing, is 100% balanced. At this point, none of us did any mistake. And a lot of Go, by the way, this is more natural in the bigger board. Because sometimes you're like, okay, my opponent is playing on what was my territory. This was my wall. This was... Earlier, black's plan was this, and I played here. And a lot of players were like, you played inside me, now I must destroy you. That's a good way to lose a match of Go. Go is about trading. And what my opponent did was like, you want to leave here? Okay, I will leave. I will let you leave. I connected my stones. I am stronger. I'm starting to build a shape here. But even though this is alive and connected, this is giving me 0 points. What am I surrounding? This? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4 points. And what did my opponent gain from this? His area has been reduced. This was all his, now this is mine. But he has this super solid area now. Those were maybe points before, now this is 100% black's territory. It's a lot more dense. So that was the trade-off. I gained part of his territory, he gained security. So far, so good?
So far, so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is... okay, and this there are two things that happen with Go. One is the strategic aspect, decision making, like do I go for this, do I go for that? And the other is, okay, I have that plan, how good am I at doing that? I want to leave, how good am I at leaving? I want to attack, how good am I at attacking? And I was playing against a much stronger opponent here. He's like the prodigy of Portugal right now, Mr. TheNando. And I played this and this is so bad. This is bad because I can explain to you right now, these stones of mine are weak here. This was supposed to be my territory, but I just gave my opponent a cutting opportunity. He can play here, for example, this and this, and now I'm divided. Now this stone is isolated, and he can punish that weakness and keep going on. And he actually went for this, which is very weird, but it works. And he's attacking all of my stones. I'm forced to defend. And he plays here. And this was my territory. Oh, I know who TheNando is now. Yeah, you know, fella. I just need to say he's a prodigy. And now you know who TheNando is. And, I mean, he's not a prodigy. He's just... I don't like the word prodigy. He's just someone who is putting a lot of effort. And this used to be my territory. And now Black is leaving here. So my territory... At this point, I'm a bit behind because I just lost the key part of my territory. Yes, I took some of Black's territory here. But if you look at the whole board state, it's like Black has this. Black has this. Black has this. Safe. And Black has this. While White has this, which is almost nothing. This is quite tiny. This is a thing, and this could be a thing, but it's still so open. This, I'm going to make it squiggly. This is very weak. So Black has a lot of solid territory. White has some potential, but has nothing in concrete. And when we are playing on a big board, like small board is a lot of local battles. Big board is a lot cooler because we are thinking about the whole thing. It all interacts, it all connects. I hope I'm communicating my passion about this game to you.
Oh yeah, you are. You are.
Nice, nice, nice. And here, okay, here I knew I was behind. So, traditional calm play would be going for something like this. My opponent goes like this. But I'm like, I'm behind, and I'm not the best Go player, but I'm very good at having a competitive mindset. My mindset in Go is that losing by 1 point and losing by 100 points is the exact same. Losing is losing. And here I was like, I can play passive, I am behind, and I will lose by 10, 20 points at the end of the game. But I don't want to play for a small loss. I want to win or it's pointless. And here I'm playing complication, dividing my opponent to try and make things happen. Because I need things to happen. My opponent can just defend, and I actually made things happen. Because I isolated these stones with these moves. And if White had no power beforehand, now I'm starting to build like a wall here. Now this, and I have these stones here. You can see that I can start building a territory here. It's not easy, but Black is weak here now, because I divided. This is weak. This is weak. Not that weak, but... And I can start either building that, or I have another B plan, which is building this. And Black probably won't be able to reduce both of them, if I play correctly. And that's the point of this move. Black is trying to infiltrate, and here... This... You can see how much the board can shift with one move. It looks like this is all White. Then suddenly Black plays this, and then suddenly... Okay, these are just 3 stones that are very loose. This is not that strong. This is not connected to there. I was divided and conquered. And I tried to escape. Tried to get the best shape I could. Tried to attack Black, but they are safe. And now this territory is gone, and this one is also getting reduced, this big area. And I was... Here we had a final battle, and I could have fought it on better, and maybe even won the game at this point, taking all of these stones, but my opponent outplayed me. I recorded this game while playing. My clock was running out at this point. This was after 2 hours and a half of match at this point, and I ended up losing against the black, but you can see this is how a game flows in the 19x19 board. What did you think? I was yapping on for a lot of time. Sorry. My guests.
That is insane strategy. What the fuck?
This is one of those things that's interesting to me. Is the thing that I guess that stands out to me is that, you know, when me and Inari are playing, or when I've seen other like beginner matches, things don't feel settled or clear or coherent until stones are touching each other.
Yeah.
The ability to understand and to describe the board state as having coherent zones with stones that are at some points like 10 plus spaces away is challenging for me. It's not intuitive. It's deeply unintuitive. That's I guess what I've got to say on that one.
No.
Yeah.
This was just also to... This is intimidating, but I also wanted to give you a full picture of what Go is and why we appreciate this game. I think I have, let me just check. I think I have here one, and that I won't go over this much detail. Oh, before I do you want to add anything as well, Inari?
No, I think this is an interesting like move. I'm just like watching like every single move that's being done. I'm like, oh shit, that the strategy is like interesting to me, where the things are being placed and how it's being like fought between you guys.
Yeah, and for example, at this point, this was such a tense moment because my opponent survived with these stones here. These stones are under pressure for my opponent if he misplayed it. Like something... Now I'm winning the game here, but the thing is my attacking stones are also weak, and this became... this became kind of a race. I don't think so. And he had... Oh, I had to defend here. And, and he survived. This was not a sequence. And now, since he survived, these stones are separated and dead. These stones are separated and dead. These stones are separated and dead. I crumbled here. It was really a kill or be killed scenario. And hello, Sugiyamagawa. It's a fun game. It is.
Oh, Sugiyamagawa is so cool. Sugiyamagawa is so cool.
I taught him Go as well. I had him on the stream.
Nice. No, super cool VTuber. That's a super cool one.
Yeah.
Sugiyamagawa.
I'm
a big fan. He does a lot of like live hobby streams of like woodworking.
Oh,
yeah, woodworking, cooking, like on the stove, like an actual open fire, and he's.
Oh, wait a minute!
Yeah.
I know this person.
Yeah, super cool.
Yeah.
Let's go. Show you some appreciation. And he was here learning Go as well. I'm reaching out to everyone. I tried to.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's go.
Where do I have my stored games? Learn. Wait, isn't there? Oh, SKF library. Honinbo Shusaku versus. Okay, this is the game that I showed you at the start of the stream, and this is considered one of the best games ever played in history. Black won by 3 points, and this is way beyond my level of comprehension. This is insane. But at the end of the day, you can see that this is all that you were learning. These stones are captured. This is Black's territory here. Okay. Let me grab that pass. This is... Oh, not white. I can... This is White's territory here. This is White's territory. This is a small white territory. This is white. So no matter how complex you go, the game is always the same. What you did on the 9x9 is the same that Honingbo Shusaku was doing versus Genan Inseki here. This is the exact same rules, exact same concepts surrounding the territory. They just know how to do it a lot better than me and... okay. And oh, it's funny because looking at these points that I drew at the end game, you can start seeing how these early stones are already defining that border that will be established later on. This is actually cool, and you see why it isn't connected here, and that's because of this cut. You can see how the end game is being built stone by stone. The fact that I didn't erase the pencil actually makes this work super cool. and this is like the level at which they are playing these fights. Like, this has two liberties. This is absurd. But it is the same thing you just did, and you can see we are building that border that will stay here until the end of the game. Oh, the divine... Okay, yeah, this game is very famous. When is the ear reddening move? Because it has one move that is known, a lot of people call it like the divine move or things like that. Because when they were playing, this was like Shusaku was the underdog here, and he played a move that was so unobvious and so genius that the opponent stood so much time looking at the board, his ears turned red. And people call it the ear reddening move. And a lot of people say it's kind of like the divine move of Go. The meme move. And what... Okay, let me... Which one is it? I think it's Sun. This! Behold! The divine move of Go!
Alright, alright.
Okay.
And why is this the divine move? A lot of people have studied, and it's like because black is helping these stones and it's attacking this group at the same time, and it's also threatening a lot of stuff. I'm beyond it. Explaining this move is beyond my skill level. But this, you are watching the divine move right now. It looks... And this brings me back to Almantas was saying, the ability of players to see loose stones. And know what that means? At even my level, this looks like nothing. It is an amazing game. Black's Gravity. Yeah. But I'm getting way too
Yeah,
overly...
to me, this looks like a bunch of dead black stones to me. Right? That looks like a suicidal move.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like, oh?
Yeah, and
you can see the white player also thought that because the white player didn't respond.
Yeah, just TheNando Kid. And that's another thing you see a lot in these pro games. Played here, played there, just goes here, goes here, goes here. They are all over the place. It's so hard to follow these games. Goes here, goes
because
here.
You're trying to... I mean, it's not dissimilar to in like an RTS the way that people will sometimes use APM, where they are trying to overwhelm their opponent's cognition. Right?
Yes.
They're trying to induce cognitive overload.
Yeah, and it's also like I can show you something very simple in terms of cause and effect in Go. For example, okay, I'm going to show you a ladder in Go, which is something very fun. Okay, one white stone here, and now it's Black's turn. Black plays here. And this is known as a ladder because white only has one liberty. Let's play here. Black Ataris. Black plays here. Like Ataris. White only has one liberty, must escape. And this is known as a ladder because this just keeps going on and on. Why did I start the ladder so far away?
Oh my god.
Wow, sorry.
Oh my god.
And what happens at the end of the ladder? is all of these are dead.
Oh,
There's no escape.
yeah.
And some openings, if you're playing an opening, I don't know those openings by heart. For example, something like this and yada. And this is a letter that has naturally formed in an opening. This is a shape that happens. So if we play this opening right now, black would be in a great position. What can happen is, instead of playing this right now, for example, white goes here, and if black, for example, answers this, now this is a letter, and what will happen? Sorry, I should have played them sooner.
No,
It's all good. It's all good.
all good.
This is called a ladder break because white has a stone there, white is connected, and now black can't attack this. And the problem with the ladder is that all of these are super weak. Now white plays here, black is like, oh, I defend this, white takes this, black defends this, white plays here. Black is full of weakness because of the ladder. And so this opening that was played here, like this sequence, will be good or bad depending on what is happening here. So maybe black, instead of playing this, plays this, and now black wins the ladder. So the board, a move on this side is influencing that side, and a lot of times you are asking the opponent, okay, what sequence do we want to go here? I'm going to go for this one. And you're like, okay, now this move works here. Everything in the board is interconnected in such a complex way. And yes, I like how Fallon is like, oh, Nando is just explaining the concept that I just... And the reason why that move, the divine move, one of the main reasons why it's so good, it's because it asks a lot of questions. It's like, it affects, in the ladder kind of way, this move makes it so that black's fight here is easier, black's fight here is easier, black surrounding this is easier. So, in the interconnection kind of way, this is where this strength lies, because now they are fighting towards this side, now black is attacking these stones, and now that move is becoming more and more relevant as the game progresses. White is very weak here, and it was because of that move that was placed some stones ago. But yes, we're getting into a lot of advanced stuff, and I don't want to take too much of your time.
No.
I do hope. Okay, now I want to ask. I won't go into more Go details, but I do hope you enjoyed your time here.
I did.
I did.
Thank you.
I did.
It was fun. Thank you so much for having us.
No.
I am still going to try to study more Go and try to be Almantas someday.
Let's go. And whenever you need either of you, it doesn't have to be on stream, it doesn't have to be a scheduled collab. Any Go questions you may have, just feel free to send it my way. I want to become the Go VTuber. Amongst other things. No, but this was super enjoyable, and I think you can tell how much I like this game. And it is a joy for me. As I said, I'm not inviting you here with the expectations that you're going to be the next Go best player ever. I just want you to understand a little bit of the game, how the culture, how it is played, and now when you see the game on TV or somewhere, you'll understand, oh, this is what is happening. Okay, that's very complex, but the goal is they are trying to surround territory. They are... So I do hope it was an enriching experience.
It absolutely
Oh,
was.
it very much was, yeah.
Nice. And, okay, since we don't have a lot of time, I do want to ask you if you want to promote anything that you are doing right now, in terms of your own content.
Almantas.
I am grabbing the link for the thing that I am promoting these days. I mentioned before, and I don't know if the people in chat know this. I guess I have to send the link to.
Oh, because sorry, Seripot is.
Yeah, so I don't get bonked again. Though it is always funny. I am a calligrapher. And I am taking commissions. I have recently started taking formal commissions. For a while, I would take commissions informally as people, whenever people screwed up the courage to ask me outright. But now I have been accepting official commissions. I've done a couple so far. I should be posting more of the results. But yes, I do calligraphy in primarily Gothic and related scripts. Nice traditional old school art over there. People have used it for, one person has used it, some people just did it for poems. Some people have done it for to help with their graphic design for their branding. One person has used it for a loading screen, which is quite clever. One thing I have not yet done, but I'm looking forward to doing, is things like character sheets and army lists for those Warhammer and D&D players out there. But yes, if you would like to commission me, please. I appreciate it. It's helps me fund my horrible addiction to fancy inks.
I'm looking. I will have to put it up if I find it, because I know I have it stored somewhere. Because I do have a letter written by Almantas himself, and I can attest to the quality.
Me too.
Let's go.
I can attest the quality as well, and I got it during off guy. I got the actual thing during off guy, and it's safely kept in a book. So.
Yeah, it did hit me that for MagFest I should bring a lot of my completed ones to give to people.
Yeah, I don't have physical specimen yet. I just have the digital one, but I do appreciate it, and I wish I'm doing a disservice in not having it right at hand.
It's okay. It's okay.
I reorganized my entire folders recently, so everything is a mess. But
that's enough of the old windbag. What's our Fox got for us?
I technically don't have anything to promote at the moment because, oh wait, I do have one thing that I'm going to be in. I don't know if he announced it. Yeah, I think he announced it because he was gathering people. Professor Bloom, I don't know if a lot of people know Professor Bloom, but he's a really awesome streamer. He sings, he does a lot of retro game things. He is doing a project called Holiday 2025 VTuber Choir. He does this every single year. And there's gonna be a video out, I think towards the end of December, and I'm gonna be a part of it. It's a
am I the one with connection issues, or oh, probably I am. What's happening? This is probably on my end because hello? Is the stream live? Is the stream live? Can you hear me? Okay, they can hear me. Oh no! No! What happened, my friends? Wait, let me try. I'm alone now. Inari, promote your stuff. I was getting interested in the singing and the everything. No route. What happened? Because I am streaming. What's happening? I feel like I'm going crazy. Hello? Anyone there? No, now I have connecting to chat over here. Twitch chat not coming through to you. No. What's happening? Why is YouTube working and Twitch chat isn't? What is happening? No, and I can hear each other. Something is going really strange on my side. Let me close as many things as I can.
Because I need to record songs. Oh,
it's back. I don't know what happened. I have no idea what happened. Sorry about that.
It's okay. It's okay.
We are so back.
It's fine.
You were promoting yourself and got cut in midway through. If you want to finish your promotion.
What? Oh, I mean, it's technically not a promotion for myself.
Yes,
I'm a part of a project, but so our good friend Professor Bloom is gonna have a Christmas video out where we're all gonna be singing a cappella "Away in a Manger." I don't know when it's coming out, but it's gonna be by the end of December. So yeah, and I'll be posting it when it comes out. So yeah. What's a VTRP?
Oh yeah, VTRP is so it's nearing the end, but it is really cool.
It is. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to the end.
Yeah, and also another promotion I can to say to both of you is that I will soon end my stream, but if you want more Almantas or more Inari, they are both about to go live very soon.
Yeah, I was about to say, I am going live right
He's about to go live.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm going to be taking a few hours to do work. And then I'm going to stream. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will probably Almantas, if it's okay with you, wait for like put my end stream soon screen and then raid into you once.
That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine.
Okay.
I'm going to give me
Let's
a minute to get set up on my end. And mostly just make sure I've got the right model loaded in. And stream info. That all looks good. Yeah, I'm pretty much ready to start on my own end.
What a warrior!
He's ready.
And
He's ready.
I do want to say as well, like before ending, of course, we were exchanging a lot of pleasantries, but by far you are one of the VTubers. I've told you many times in messages and things like that that you are one of the most important influences to me in my VTubing career. Almantas, and one of the people I look up to the most. I like he puts others in this spot and doesn't want to be in the spot, but it is true. You are one of the ones who inspired me the most, and you definitely helped me a lot in being more confident and finding my own voice as a streamer. I'm not Almantas, I'm not Junken, I'm not Quorbit, I'm none of them. I'm Nando, but you helped me find my own voice as Nando as a streamer.
That's very sweet of you to say. Thank you, Nando. Thank you, Nando. I'd like to think that I help with that, right? Because I think there's a lot of advice you get as a streamer when you're looking around streaming that's treated as advice that's sort of like universal advice, right? In a way that I don't think is sensible or coherent or good. To be as harsh as I can. I think that a lot of the things that you need to do as a streamer need to be specific, right? There's a lot, I think it's a lot like any art form, right? It's a lot like any art form that there are things that you can do that are kind of just wrong, but there isn't a singular just right way of doing things. We are ultimately improv actors and public speakers. That's really what we're doing here. And there's a lot of different ways you can carve that up. There's a lot of different ways you can think about that. And I talked earlier about, your decisions about how you treat silence.
Yes.
Are a decision. Those are an artistic decision. Those are not just... There isn't just like a wrong or a right way to do that. There's a more commonly accepted approach to it, which is to absolutely minimize silence as much as possible. And I think the real sign that this is not the only way to do this is that I can think of some mute streamers that I think are quite good.
Oh, for sure.
No, I've seen those. Definitely.
Corpse is entirely mute. VTuber is not technically a mute streamer, but she is incomprehensible. Would be a polite way to put it. And
the beeps and boops, yes.
Yeah, I love VTuber. We love VTuber around here.
We love VTuber in this house. My most favorite person in the world.
Yeah. I can't believe that I'm losing this fight.
Same with Maki Ba. Maki Ba is also another streamer who is kind of like my twin, and she also is mute, but she has a voice thing where she actually has is set up so that the mouth movements are picked up so that it actually speaks.
That's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive. And it's this is all to say that it's I think that us as streamers have the fact that there's this like divide, right? This gulf, right, between literally not talking and never ever stopping talking tells us that there is something of a option space, right, that goes over the spectrum of different ways of handling even the most core aspects of our technique. And I think that I am doing not completely insane stuff as a streamer. I don't think I'm exactly Shindigs or something like that, but I do think I'm doing things that are a little bit different. I'm not doing Shindig stuff. I'm not. Like,
no, I understand. I mean, Shindigs is a thing of its own, but if you look at like the recent play that like I was in, like you look at that from afar, and it's just like there are so many VTubers in that have so many different talents. Like Nobug, there's so many people. Like Gob, there's so many people in there that have worked on something like this, and it's like VTuber as a medium is just like so much more different. So like, you know, we're not all Shindigs, but like Shindigs is a subcategory of what a VTuber can be. So
absolutely.
Almantas and Nando, both of these guys have their own niches and their own things that they are really good at, and they play into it. And I think that's something that that's interesting to watch, interesting to me to watch, to want to learn and to want to stay there and to want to be like, this is a VTuber that's interesting to me. Something that I can learn. I don't know these things, so I can learn from these people, and it's entertaining. So that's the reason why I look up to Almantas. I always tell him I look up to Almantas because even if I've met him like in person, he's the same person, and like him as an intellect, him as an entertainer has always been such a pleasure to watch. And so like even from the first time I started watching him, so I think you're amazing. And Nando, like even today, learning about all these things has helped me to like see learn a lot more things, but also like meet you in person, like not in person, but like virtually. I'm here next to you. I'm not holding a gun anymore, but but like it's so nice to meet different kinds of people who are in different niches that I get to learn things from. And like, because I don't do those kinds of things on my stream, I don't on the usual get to do this kind of stuff. So thank you. I appreciate you inviting me to this. So thank you.
And of course, okay, I will let you go. Just a few more thanks. I want to thank you, Almantas, of course, because you're also a bridge between VTubers. I would never have met Inari if not for you, Almantas. And Inari, it was such a huge pleasure having you here for the first time. First impressions matter. This was our first time interacting live, and I had an absolute blast. And I want to thank you very, very much for accepting to be here. We can just yap on and on. I feel like we are.
Oh, absolutely. It is. I know that with both of these two, it is demonstrated, right? It is demonstrated that I can fill the air for hours. With I'm still
conversations. Yep.
I'm still so amused by the most recent collab that me and Inari did, where we were playing
Repo. We were playing Repo with other people, and then they all disappeared, and we were waiting for Morp to come back, and we were just standing there the whole time just talking, and it turned into a podcast basically. Mix came on. We were just sitting there just talking while in the game, just staring at each other, and nothing, just podcast.
It was just a podcast. We were just using the repo for like as like basically VTuber models, really.
Basically we had our VTuber models there, but it was just like yap.
Yeah. We just had a lengthy discussion about and it's
gender. Gender
was a lot of it. Gender was a lot. I love talking about gender. It's an important sociological topic.
That's what we were talking about.
It's sorry. Yeah. Well, it's just such an excitement to have Inari, right? To have Inari and to to be able to and Nando to be able to have these lengthy and exciting discussions with you guys. And yeah, we talked about Go today, but I think we kept things going, and we had some momentum outside of just Go. And yeah, like I said, it's such a, I'm so grateful to have you guys.
Yeah.
No, thank you. And that's okay.
Always grateful.
My final thought, my favorite thing about this medium is things that I wouldn't, is doing things that I wouldn't do if I wasn't a VTuber, because yeah, I could play Age of Empires, I could play Go. I couldn't be teaching you two and meeting you two if not for this medium, and that's why I love being here and doing that, and I'm glad I could share this with both of you and with the audience. And I'm cutting ourselves just so we don't go on, and Almantas countdown. I see him on his stream 1 minute and 50 seconds. So are you all ready to say goodbye and wrap it up? Are you ready to finish the stream?
Sure. I'm ready. Well, I'm ready. I'm ready to start.
We're
my
waiting
stream.
on you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, everyone. Otsukare-sama deshita. Thank you so much. I don't have any outro or anything fancy, just appreciation for both of you. And yeah, until the next one, I hope you enjoyed, and bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Say bye-bye, Almantas, as well.
Bye.
Yes.